What are we doing today, guys? What are we doing? What are we doing? I know what we're doing, okay? We're gonna watch a panel. We love panels. Don't we, guys? Don't we all love panels? Twitchpol panels. Productive policy discussion. Directional productive policy discussion on the Twitchpol panels. Aren't we all about that? Productive discussion. And guys, listen, it was huge. Okay, let me tell you. Some of the biggest names in Twitchpol were on this panel recently. It's fucking, you don't get stuff like this anymore, okay? Let me tell you who was on this panel. Alright, guys, it was the big timers, alright? So we had Tom Foolery, Stardust, Beckett, Zonya, Kid Not Kin, and Reservoir, I believe, was the panel. Now, you may laugh, but that is actually all of the biggest names in Twitchpol at this point. If you guys haven't realised this yet, that's all that's fucking left. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. The thing is, I'm going to be totally honest. The most entertaining one of them left. And let's be totally real here, guys. The most entertaining Twitchpol streamer left is Food Shops. And now they don't invite her to anything. What are we doing, guys? I gotta be real. And this, I mean this. I seriously, I mean this. Food Shops has more talent in her little finger than the rest of Twitchpol has combined. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. And that's not a compliment to Food Shops. That is not a compliment to Food Shops at all. I don't want that to be misinterpreted. That's not me saying a positive thing about Food Shops. But she adds a bit of character to the Tom panels, you know. I can only listen to a mid-30s man with a violent history and no relationship talk about relationships for so long in the most dry, boring fucking voice you've ever heard. There's only so many nights in a row I can listen to this. At least throw in a pedophile once in a while, you know? Throw me some red meat. Why not? Come on. But seriously, you're looking to a mid-30s minimum wage worker who quit his warehouse job to be a streamer making $1,000 a month while siphoning off money from this mentally ill crypto retard who's making some dog shit show in the background. You're taking life advice from this guy. You're taking life advice from this guy. Every night you're in this chat, you're taking life advice. You're going, Tommy's fair. Tommy's fair. What are you doing? Sort your fucking life out. At least watch something entertaining. Please. Please. Tom viewers, broaden your horizons. Look out. Anyway, we're going to watch one of these. We're going to watch this latest Tom panel. We're going to see what the current state of affairs is in Twitchpol. You're going to see if there's any way of making this remotely entertaining. Here, guys. So let's pull this up. It's a little kvetch. I'm kvetching. Twitchpol used to be kind of funny. They used to be funny content to watch. Remember when Wick? Do you remember Wick made a panel where an autistic guy came on and admitted to sucking his dog's dick? Do you remember when that happened? That was some funny shit. Let's be real. That was content. That was content. Now look where we are. They won't even let the pedophile one. Why don't you do some panels? Because they're dog shit content. This is the issue. There's no one good to bring on a fucking panel. There's no one good to bring on a panel. And also, even when you do get the people on the panel, there's never any contention. And if you force it, it sucks. I've seen you on that speakeasy thing for the 5 minutes I watched of it, verbal combat or whatever. Anything like that is doomed to fail from the start. Anything where you start with the premise being shit talking or blood sports, and it has to be, you have to have it coming back every week. You have to have blood sports every week. You've immediately lost. You have immediately lost. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality. You can't force this stuff. It has to occur naturally. But it can't occur naturally when half of these homosexuals, like Thomas Foolery here, refuse to talk to anyone that is too critical or too mean. Okay? Does success matter? Can't just be fun? Yeah, success does matter. Most of these people are trying to do this for a job. Tom is trying to be full-time on this. Yes, success does matter. But more than success, it has to actually be entertaining. It has to be entertaining. And it's not entertaining. That's the key part, okay? Speakeasy panels are not fun. You were just a narcissist, says Boots. Okay. Okay, strong allegations. I haven't watched Speakeasy, so I wouldn't be able to tell if anyone on there is a narcissist. However, I will say that that sort of setup where you've got blood sports, a blood sports panel, and you have to keep generating blood sports every week, it's always a fucking terrible idea. Anyway, they just want to sit back and collect their woo checks. Well, that seems like it's not like woo checks because Tom's not in on the woo checks, I don't think. But it is like it's a complacency sitting at the top. Tom's won by default. Okay, other than Jay Stalk, he's got no competition for the late night Destiny sloppy seconds coverage, right? He's got no competition for that. He's won by default. He's just stuck around long enough, and now he's the only guy left there. And he's happy to be complacent and just bring on his sped internet friends, just sit there and meander and ramble at each other like Stardust and go, I actually think that watching petite porn is worse than being a pedophile. I actually really hate skinny women. And that's like every fucking night. And they're happy to just sit there and have that same conversation every fucking night. Rather than bringing on food shops and, you know, play and kick the autistic for a bit. Which would be way more funny. Which would be way more funny. But I digress. Okay, let's try and get into this. When do they start joining? Alright, Beckett joins around here. We're going to watch this on 1.5 probably, guys. Okay? We're going to try and get through this that's relatively quickly.
Hold on, just let me... I have you at 173%, so...
Okay. I know I can be funny, but that's too much noise. How you doing? I hear you're short now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're so loud. What the heck?
I don't know why. I haven't done anything to my mic.
Okay. Alright, you're good now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, how's things? How's the stuff with the things? Why are you watching the weird...
$2 from Satius for cheeseburger. Thank you, Satius. Thank you.
Emo feminist girl?
Sassafras says I have to.
Is that like your punishment for something?
She doesn't normally tell me what I did, but I get punished anyways.
That's fair enough, buddy. Yeah. What's been going on? I saw I saw a bit of your conversation with Katie. Yeah.
I think crying about a show, I don't think anyone's crying, I'm making fun of it, about a show called Super Chill Hangout being a panel of a dude and his friends is stupid. But it's the same as every other panel he does. It's the same as every other night on Tom's stream. It's always just the same dog shit of a incredibly boring, uncharismatic, middle-aged man. Almost middle-aged man, let's be fair. Tom is fair, so we'll be fair. Okay, he's around 35, isn't he? Middle-aged, you know, low-skill worker who's got no relationship ranting about how to treat women. No one wants to fucking listen to this. I'm sorry, there's a reason why this guy's stagnant. There is just a reason why this guy's stagnant. Like, I hate to tell you this, Freddie Drongo. I understand you're in his chat every night. I understand you're one of the people seeking relationship advice from a single 35-year-old man who has done nothing with his life and has a criminal history. I get that. I understand that's your problem. However, the reality is that there is a reason why this guy is stagnant. Okay? There is a reason.
So she's autistic now? Is that a thing? Is that where we are?
I think I can guess the bit that you saw.
Still though, aren't you just doing that Mantis shiz, where you watch something you don't like and complain about it the whole way? I hate watch endlessly more than Mantis ever could. first of all. So don't even compare it. Mantis is doing that Kuihman shit, first of all. So let's get that out of the way initially. Second of all, I now make money and sit here with, you know, more viewers to rip into this than Tom got actually doing it. So, I mean, no, I actually don't feel like it's the same as that at all, regardless.
You know, I don't know whether to be annoyed that she's clearly like preempting future attacks and previous ones and being like, actually, it's ableism.
She said for like as long as I've known her that she's probably autistic. Like she said this for a very long time. It's like I'm trying to go to the doctor. I'm trying to go get a diagnosis, but I think I'm probably autistic. Like she said.
I mean, to be fair, I think she's probably autistic as well. So I don't even need a doctor to tell you that.
Not criticism, just an observation.
I heard you guys were talking about autism.
Is that what you heard?
Yeah.
Who did you hear it from?
You.
I didn't tell you that.
We're gonna have a nice chat about autism. What's your thoughts on autism, Kid Not Ken?
I think Katie is a low functioning autist.
What the fuck does low functioning autism?
Exactly. See, Napoleon, this is my community. Okay, I'm so proud of this community. Hate watching by proxy, so you can skip the boring parts. Exactly. This is what I'm like a curator. Okay, that's what I really am here. I'm curating the best hate watch moments, the moments that will make you hate Tom and Food Chops and Kid Not Kin and Beckett the most. I'm feeding them to you. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
it means you can't.
I don't even know low functioning because that seems to be the thing that like most people are upset with.
It means you can't live by yourself.
She said.
Yeah, I believe what starts this panel, as you may have started figuring out, is that Katie, the one who shaved her hair off, claimed she is low functioning autistic. So that's what started this panel, I believe. That's what the main topic will be, at least at first. She said she is low functioning autistic, but cannot be diagnosed because she is a woman. That the therapist or the psychiatrist said, if you were a guy, you would have been diagnosed, but you're a woman, so you've not been. But that's roughly the summary of the argument. So we are going to 2x this because this is once again boring, meandering, and the conversation fucking sucks. So we'll try and speed through it, guys. Okay, I understand it's Twitchpol content, so we will try and speed through as quick as possible.
Yeah, right. Like low functioning means that like you can't function in society without like.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Low functioning autism, or LFA, refers to children and adults who display the most severe symptoms of autism to face challenges living independently. Children with low functioning autism are often unaware and unable to understand the consequences of their own actions.
Yeah, so like
Christian,
like
the doctor said that that's not what it is, and that's not what it means in the clip, and so she was saying that it was like a common misunderstanding or something like that.
But I mean, that's literally what low functioning means.
Wait. That what's a misunderstanding? That they can't live by themselves?
It was something like that, yeah. He was saying.
I mean, that's probably true. But I think what people are usually saying is that it's they have a pretty difficult time living by themselves. I think they're referring to people like Christian. If you're talking about adults, if you're talking about children, like then you have children that like you'll have children that like don't speak for like years or like can't wipe their own ass or whatever the fuck. For adults, I think we're talking about people like Christian, right? So like Katie's like Christian levels of autism.
I mean, she doesn't live on her own though, right? She lives with her mum, doesn't she?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Would Christian even be considered low functioning? Okay, my understanding of autism may be off here, guys. Okay, is Christian even low functioning? Yeah, I think people have a little bit of a misinterpretation of quite what they. Yeah, sure, they can't tell reality from imagination, but I don't know that's because they're a low functioning autistic. I think that's because of other shit that's happened since. Look, listen, I don't really give a fuck about autism. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, so maybe that's accurate. Fuck me.
Well, you're
I don't know.
every time you say it.
Oh, come on. It is objectively funny to have somebody come on and diagnose themselves as autistic.
She said that she went to the doctor. She didn't diagnose herself.
I thought she said, okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe she did all the tests.
She said what she said was she went to the doctor, and the doctor said that because the autism tests were set up for men, that it doesn't really include her, but this is a fault in the testing, and that for her case, she would recommend that she goes ahead and goes and gets a therapist that specializes in autism. That's what she was told.
Is that true?
I thought that was a myth. Because the reason I think the reason I'm laughing is because the people who sent me this are people with autism who said that is a myth. That is something that kind of was true about autism tests back in like the 70s and 80s. But autism accounts for women now.
Previous studies have found.
Okay, Brandon Zero, you're outing yourself as retarded. No, Chris Chan is a literal autistic person. Nobody disagreed with that, so you are immediately retarded.
Differences between behavioral patterns in autistic men and women, but the ADOS test was originally developed using largely male samples, which may explain why it often excludes women from research studies, DeMello says. Since autism is largely a genetic and hereditary condition, genetic factors that lead to differences depending on sex come into play, such as the role of androgen signaling in male development or X-linked mutations whose...
Oh, look, Food Shops is in chat. Okay, guys. We're seeing some drama here.
Genetic conditions are...
All right, we might have more of this in a bit because I believe Kid Not Kin debated Food Shops after this panel. So, okay, let's get my camera back up. There we go. So, what's Food Shops saying here? This is kind of mean-spirited, lol. They are lolcow farming Katie. Well, she is a lolcow. This probably isn't okay, /. So, did this retard have some delusion that these people were somehow morally better than someone like me for the type of content they produce because they talk about ideas, because they're talking about the big directional policy ideas? Is that a delusion Food Shops genuinely suffered? Because they're not. This whole thing has always been lolcow farming. It has always been finding a sped to beat up. Literally since Destiny debated Jontron, that is what it's always been about, is getting some sped who's got some insane beliefs that you can just make them look stupid on for an audience to gain some internet clout. That is what the whole thing has always been. That is the game. You are the sped. You are one of the speds, Food Shops. You are one of the people that get beaten up on in a debate for the sake of the audience, the person doing the debating. You are one of those people. I hate to tell you, I don't know why you ever thought that these people were above this. That's retarded.
Thanks for providing only the best finest freaks to laugh at. Keep it up, buddy.
Thank you, Thromanjaro. Thank you for the 1755. Thank you very much.
Typically more common in severe in males. So according to one, the testing was a little bit biased in the way that it was set up because they were using male samples mostly. And the second one, it's saying, no, men are just more likely to be autistic.
Okay, but we have moved on a bit from...
Wait, do these people think they're producing actual value through these conversations? I thought that was just a LARP for optics. I don't know. I could not tell you. I could not tell you. Because they will full-throatedly claim that they're having valuable conversations, that they're having productive conversations. But then, like, if you really push them on it, they'll be like, oh yeah, it's not really changing anything, it's not really changing anything. What's the fucking value then? What's the value? I assume Tom thinks that he's given some great relationship advice. You know, he's really helping out the young men out there. I assume that's what they think is going on. That's all I can imagine. Okay? Because they do say stuff like, oh, it's valuable, it's productive. They say shit like that all the time. And they do seem to have like a superiority about the content that they talk about, right? I watched a brief bit of Tom watching the Mama Max stuff, and he's like, well, yeah, he's a pedo hunter. All pedo hunters are fake. I could have told you this ages ago. It's like, dude, that's not the fucking point of the story. Can you not get invested in like the narrative, but in the kayfabe and the showmanship of a drama? But you can't, because he's anti-entertainment, he's anti-content, he's anti-fun. He's just like I say, he's a boring middle-aged man who just wants to talk about all the women he's had sex with in his life, all day, every day. That is the one topic of conversation that Tom is willing to spend all day on, is just rambling about all the women he's had sex with. And you're like, oh, well, you know, 6 years ago, I was in this one relationship with this crazy chick, and oh my, I'm just like a cold and logical guy like Destiny. So I was just like talking to her. I caught her on all of her contradictions. I'm like Neo in the Matrix. Like, it's literally like watching Destiny Skinwalker Hour every night. It's insane. It's crazy. Thank you for the $20, Satius.
Satius super chatted $20. Deluxe cheeseburger.
Deluxe cheeseburger. Thank you. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I like that. The $2 for the cheeseburger and then the $20 is a deluxe cheeseburger. That's fucking epic, dude. That is freaking epic. He also likes to talk about the time he supposedly went Hulk mode and smeared shit in a drug dealer's face while guns were pointed at him. Yeah, I have heard that story. Now he was a linguist and a debate coach, and listen. J-Stalk no good either. I don't mind J-Stalk. J-Stalk's trying. It seems like J-Stalk's trying to stake out his position a bit. Say, listen, I am a Destiny cockrider, but not that much of a Destiny cockrider. I appreciate that. He's trying to make sure he's got some future proofing for his stream. I think if Destiny ever cuts him off for stepping too far out of line, which I find very amusing to watch. Is there anything Tom can't do? I don't think so. I think so. He's sort of like a bit of a jack of all trades, I would say.
Like, I don't know. I know other women with autism. I've never heard anybody get a diagnosis of, yeah, well, the test isn't very accurate, so just sort of assume you have it.
I mean, just to be like a little bit better, a good faith or whatever. Like, she may have
J-Stalk
heard
should
something more
defend
similar
Kelly
to
more.
what Tom
I
was saying,
agree.
and then like
100%
interpreted
agree.
it a little bit
Could
more
not agree
exaggerated.
more, frankly.
Like, oh, they only make tests for boys. And it's like, well, no, you probably explained how like there's a historical bias or some shit, but it's probably nothing important. She's probably low functioning autistic. I think we should just believe her.
Hey, look, I have no problem believing Katie when she says she's autistic. I do think it's funny that she started mentioning ableism as kind of a core reason why people had attacked her. That's all. I was just laughing at that.
She said that before when she shaved her head and people were watching that. When she like got the dreads and then like someone said that she was appropriating black culture, so she like shaved her head on stream. She said anyone that was covering that was being ableist, which I agree with.
Oh, come on. No, look. I think
I covered it, so but
yeah, no, I'm just at the point. If we're not going to laugh at people when they do weird stuff online, I think then the entire space is just ableist. And we just live with it. Fuck it.
Wait, have I convinced Beckett on something? Wait. I feel I just felt my spirit astral projecting into Beckett's body. I feel like the conversation I had with him last week may have left an impact. Let's see. What did you just say there?
She like got the dreads and then like
Like
someone
Doctor
said that she
Strange
was appropriating
and
black
smacked out my
culture, so
body.
she like shaved her head on stream. She said anyone that was covering that was being ableist, which I agree with.
Oh,
by the
come
way.
on. No, look. I think.
Hey, I covered it, so but I.
Yeah,
like,
no.
yeah.
Look. I'm just at the point. If we're not going to laugh at people when they do weird stuff online, I think then the entire space is just ableist, and we just live with it. Fuck it.
I mean, guys, I don't want to be crazy, but is this not basically the message of the conversation I tried to have with Beckett the other week before all the commentary speds came in? I was saying, listen, don't you feel like you sort of hang out with a bunch of fucking lolcows and you're always a bit tepid about mocking them? And it feels like he's saying that same thing. It feels like he's making a similar comment here that you know, we got to be less tepid about fucking with these retards when they're embarrassing themselves, doing insane shit on stream. We got to be less tepid about it. You know, obviously I agree. Beckett's spitting here, 100%. Couldn't agree more. Beckett stole take. No, Beckett is just Beckett's seen the light. Okay, he's done some introspection. Clearly, all right.
Because at what point?
When I'm saying that
here's my counter.
Don't do it. Okay.
Yeah,
Break free
here's my
bracket.
counter argument. If that is true, then anybody who is on that spectrum where they may be made a mockery of because of their mental health stuff, it would be irresponsible to platform them. And anybody who is platforming is able.
I appreciate the newfound confidence Kuihman has to embrace a profile cam. Well, it's not a matter of confidence. It's me saying, look, whatever chance at a career I have doing this YouTube shit is more important than being able to smoke at will. Okay. So we're limiting the chain smoking.
List and wrong, because clearly people who have those kind of mental health issues. I mean, is it then ableist to platform Cherry?
I'm not even making an argument about whether or not it's like.
I'm not going brace smoking.
irresponsible.
That's too much, mate. That's too much.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
Like I said,
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm saying does that make it?
I cover that content. Yeah, like I cover it. I see no problem with
Will you be doing more scripted content in the future? Yes, I'm currently working on a script for a video in the background. I don't know when it'll be out, but yes. No, I heard Salvo talking about smoking last night. I did watch that. I did hear that. The thing is though that Salvo is just like, it made me hate him a little bit. Listen, He was funny for like most of that stream. I was like watching some of it because I've never watched Salvo before. I thought, I'll give this guy a chance because all these commentary guys fucking hate him. Obviously, if he's a doxer and shit, I've never looked into any of that. I don't really know much about it. If he's a doxer and shit like that, obviously I disavow. Doxing's bad. I really hate doxing. That's bad. I disavow. But he's very fucking funny. And I was watching some of that stream last night, and when he started talking about smoking, he completely lost me. Menthol fucking sucks. Menthol's fucking don't just go brush your teeth, bro. Okay, you clearly don't like smoking. If you don't like smoking, don't smoke. Don't smoke. Menthol's fucking bullshit. It's some pussy shit. It tastes like shit. It sucks. Okay? Menthol's fucking gross. Either smoke or don't smoke. Drop the toothpaste shit. Okay, dude?
Covering it. I see no problem with like being ableist on stream. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's fine then. That's fine. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I just think, I don't know. I think if you're gonna say wild shit, people are gonna laugh at you. I don't know if
What do you
that's
think about
spitting?
Go on.
What do you think about Keffel's interviewing Christian?
I think it was one of the greatest interviews I've ever seen. I loved it.
What?
Did you
Really?
watch it?
Is this guy's like retarded. Beckett needs to be clapped upside the fucking head, bro. What the fuck is this guy talking about? It's one of the greatest interviews you've ever seen. Bro, that shit was so bleak. That shit sucked. That guy's brain is mush. That is soup. Nothing but soup. Where was the content in that fucking entire interview? Where? Please explain to me. Was he not joking there? I mean, I hope so. I hope so. Listen, maybe I'm pause Andying. Maybe I am. We'll see. Okay. Don't bully Rebecca. All right.
Yeah, I watched all of it. It was great.
He doesn't seem like he's joking. I don't think he's joking.
I'm a bit blown away by the whole fucking thing.
I think it was fucking hilarious. Don't you think it was hilarious?
No.
Don't you
yeah,
think
in a sense, I think it's hilarious. In a sense, I think it's
Don't
hilarious.
you think it's funny that like the interview begins with, "Hey, introduce yourself." Yes, I'm Jesus. I'm the primary version. I'm waiting for the dimensional merge, where we shall all become one with our hedgehog selves. And then later on, Keffel still asks whether what Christian thought of the group that tried to convince them that the cartoons were real. And their response is, "Well, they didn't convince me of anything. They just made me realize it was true." The transphobia question was probably my favorite. Has it got worse? No, it's got better, actually. It's just, there's nothing for Keffels to work with. It's amazing. It's great. It's top tier.
You know, some people would be more. What do you have to say about?
No, but Beckett he knows all his Chris lore. Beckett knows his Chris lore. He's not new to Chris, so it's not like it's a situation where he's hearing the stuff for the first time, so it's funny because it's the first time he's heard it. He knows the stuff already. I don't know why he thinks it was so good. I'm honestly lost.
People like maybe President Sunday who would be more critical about Keffel's gawking at mentally ill people on her stream, where she's like she's kind of set herself up as a character that would be like absolutely against anything of the sort.
No, he's not. He's being jokey in the sense that he's mocking Keffels for being bad at the interview or for the interview failing for Keffels, but he's still saying it was entertaining. I don't know. Maybe listen. I'm open to Becky having a reasonable excuse to find this funny. Okay, I'm open to it. But for me personally, there was nothing. There was no real entertainment value there. I mean, if you were here, you saw my reaction to it, right? It was just sort of bemused, a little bit horrified, perturbed, bored.
What do you think about that?
I think that's kind of a ridiculous standard when you look at any of the content that Keffels does, because Keffels is essentially a drama commentator who does gameplay occasionally.
I wouldn't
think
even say a drama commentator, because like she doesn't. This is something that she mentioned over and over in like our thing, is where she was saying how weird it was that I covered her drama. And she kept saying how cringe that was. And after a while, I realized, oh shit, yeah, she doesn't cover other people's drama. She just gets into drama with everybody and then covers her own drama over and over. Like,
she is the one who knocks. Yeah.
Wait, isn't that what Tom does though?
so-
Isn't that basically what Tom does? Doesn't he just watch back his own content half the time? I've seen him do that at least 3 times. I really try not to watch back my own content. I think we did it with the Stardust thing, but that was it. But I see Tom watch back his own content pretty often.
She thinks it's cringe that I cover other people's drama. I think it's cringe that she just covers her own drama. But like,
No new Max leaks from what I've seen. Nothing new.
she's just always involved in drama with other people.
Yeah,
Listen, guys. Okay, the pieces are already in place. All right, if you guys have been paying attention, if you're a noticer, if you're a real noticer, you already know exactly where the Melman Max drama is going next. Okay, it's pretty obvious. Chud's hinted at it so much on stream. So if you noticed, you noticed, and that's the reality. And that's all I'll say about that.
I think it's
And
fine.
that's
It depends how you want to view Keffels, right? Because Keffels ultimately is somebody who probably is at her funniest when she's involved in
Look
drama.
and listen.
Like that is the most entertaining
Exactly.
Keffels content you're going to get. And I don't know whether it's the veneer of her being better than that. I don't even think. Okay, my honest impression is that I don't think Keffels thinks she's better than that.
Wait, okay. This is dumb.
She might present herself that way, but Keffels, I think Keffels.
Oh, then there you
like,
go. Then that's
yeah.
the only meaningful distinction here is that she
Mhm.
presents herself as such so that she can weaponize it against other people, but then is willing to do it herself anyways. Like that's the only thing that like matters.
Yeah, it's a little weird that you're like holding this against Katie, but then it comes to Keffels and you're not holding it against her.
True.
Well, okay, hold on a second. What do you think I'm holding against Katie that I'm not holding against Keffels? Let's just
Using
clarify
some
that.
sort of like label to weaponize against other people, or some sort of aesthetic to weaponize against other people to find your way out of like criticism or arguments or.
Top spend that rotating logo in the top right. I honestly wonder how much he puts into assets and shit like that. Because like, he's got that music, he's got like his little edited intro. I don't know if he did all that stuff. It just seems wild to me, man. Like he's put so much into this and got nothing out of it. At a certain point, you just go like, "Fuck it, maybe this isn't for me." Right? I don't know. Where's your assets? Listen, I get assets as and when people feel like doing them. That's what my assets are. That's how it is when you're running on a budget. All right, we can't all be Tom. We can't all be getting funded by some crypto sped desperate to make a show. All right.
Whatever. That's obviously what Keffels does.
I absolutely hold that against Keffels. I've got a
dances,
long
that's
record
very
of holding
true.
that
That's very
shit
true.
against Keffels. But I just think that like something like this is Keffels is okay. So here's the difference. I think Keffels deep down is aware. I don't think Katie is.
I don't.
Yeah,
You know better than I
know.
do. You know better than I do.
do.
So
I think that one, I've said this a million times. I think that like grifting is such a fucking odd and rare thing that like it's almost pointless to even call out when you think it's happening, because it's just such a low percentage chance that it actually is, because it would take somebody who's a true narcissist to like pretend that they are
Dude, this is setting off my ADHD something horrific. Oh, we're on normal speed, that's why. Okay, fucking hell.
that they are this thing.
All right,
try presenting themselves
fuck
as this
me.
thing and never
Yeah.
never come out in
Oh, now he
honest,
talks
be
like a
okay
normal
with being
person.
viewed as
Oh,
something
thank
that you know
God.
you are not. It's something that
Jesus
all of us struggle with.
Christ.
Like all of us would have problems with people viewing us in a very, very different way than we view ourselves. And so it's like even with somebody like Candace Owens or Tim Pool or all these people where everybody wants to accuse them of being grifters and all sorts of crap like that. I don't believe it. I think that these people are so rare. I think that they have to cope themselves into a position that is most beneficial for them.
Yeah, I 100% believe that she's I would make the accusation that she's a grifter for sure.
So you're saying she is like well aware of what it is that she's doing and just chooses
I
to do
think she's aware. I think when you like, especially if you look at the way that she's engaged with DGG in the past and how she engaged with DGG like a month ago, where like she went from saying that they're like the most transphobic, toxic, hateful group on the internet.
I think that's Shelby, his synthetic teapot. I appreciate it, but it's all good. I've got people that do bits for me as it is. Okay, it's all good. I appreciate the offer.
To like trying to plan a IRL stream with Destiny in Vegas. Like,
Yeah, but she said
it's
she was
pretty
going
night
through a
and then
hard
like basically.
She said she was going through a hard time. Hey, come on.
It's all right. Look, we've got Uncle Resi here, so I don't have to steal
Why
Minecraft
are you
anymore.
calling me Uncle Resi? This is this uncle shit. All right, I'm not okay with it.
Well,
Yeah, he's only into the daddy.
he's only into
I like daddy aesthetics. Okay, get it right.
yeah, no, I know.
Are we talking? You guys are talking about Katie.
We're talking about
Okay,
Katie and also
and
Captain.
Why is it that you're all being so ableist towards Katie? Like we just here's the thing, man. Whenever it is like you're picking on a low functioning individual, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Have you seen my content? All my content is picking on low functioning individuals.
Yeah, but usually they're also rapists, though, right? Like that's the thing. Like they're usually also like rapists or pedophiles. So it's like at some point you gotta be like, all right, well let's weigh it all together. Okay, you're talking about cyber. All right, dude.
That is true. Like a lot of people I do cover are, you know,
all of
also
this.
moderators. But like, and I'm not making that claim about
We're
Katie.
meeting of the minds here.
So
Wait, are you not? I mean, I'm not making the claim that Katie raped either. I'm just saying that she's low functioning. I am making.
Yeah, wait, no, you said that the claim you did make was that the majority of low functioning people are rapists.
No,
That's what you
no,
said.
that's not.
Dude, I'm like losing my mind with this shit. Like, we gotta get to the content here. Surely this gets good at some
My
point.
claim was Beckett covers low functioning people who also happen to be rapists and. Okay,
It's coincidence.
It's like a coincidence. Yeah, like it's not like he covers the high functioning ones. He's the one that's covering up for Epstein and the prince. So like this is
Why
like
is he cover the high functioning one? That's like
What's Food Shop's been spelling about in chat? This is where the real content's going to be, I think. See, it's sad that this is the reality, okay? Tom is so fucking atrocious at putting together a piece of content that the autistic pedophile losing their mind in chat is actually the biggest draw of his panel with the biggest streamers in Twitchpol, the biggest streamers left, all on one panel. And the more interesting part is the 15 viewer autistic pedophile spurging in chat. That's all I care about here right now. It's the bit. This is the top of the top. This would be a Stardust supernova back in the day, back in the peak of the supernova. Okay, guys, back in the good days when the supernova was good, when Stardust had great questions like, how many black penis would you rather dad's cock last time you saw? Back in the day, guys, back when content was good, back when we had real content.
that's just Twitchpol.
Okay, well yeah, but, well I mean I don't know. Mindwaves is doing this thing, right?
it's my way doing this thing. I thought my way was just like schizo posting on Twitter.
That's his thing.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
his thing.
Tom's the chum to attract the real
like,
price in the
Katie's-
water.
like,
Do you
Katie's
reckon?
just fun to-
Do you reckon?
fun to be mean about. That's part of
I think like I will stand by this. I still think Katie is a great entertainer when it doesn't involve anything that she's like trying to like theory out and shit. I think she's actually a really good entertainer outside of that, and I wish she didn't engage.
Okay,
in,
but you'll hold water for literally anyone. Like,
Yeah.
no, she's
Yeah,
not.
but
Hey,
the thing is though,
admit that
when it comes to
functioning
Regular,
is a
she
social
was like a star.
like fucking Tom, fuck me. Go take
that
the
one,
fucking
Emma.
trains. Are you kidding? It's a social construct, guys. Sure, okay, all of it is a social construct. We're living in the olden times. We'll be beaten to death with rocks.
Yeah, I just realized that me and Beckett are kind of opposites, where he covers the low functioning, but talks to the high functioning. I talk to the low functioning, but cover the high functioning. So.
Does that
There is real content. What? No, there's not real content. I'm trying to make the real content right now. Okay, I'm trying to make this entertaining for you guys. We're speeding through it, trying to get to the highlights. We're about to bring on, so Stardust joins here, and then Zonya joins as well. And I've seen a little bit of this section here. We're going to see a Zonya spurg out. If you're in on Operation Cat Stomper, you'll be a huge fan of that, I'm sure. If you're more of a Twitchpol fan, I'm sure you're one of these degenerate drones that just will defend anyone that will phrase Destiny's take, but in a slower voice, to the death. Oh no, we've got Jade in chat here. I still genuinely don't understand the appeal of Zonya Lamau. I tried, I did. Well, like I just said, it's another, Destiny Walker.
saying?
All we had to do was talk about low functioning autists and the cool.
But that's half of Twitchpol, and the other half is Wash Walkers. So what do you expect?
Except Stardust.
We
We're
weren't
being like
talking.
low level misogynistic right now. We're gonna ramp it up. Don't worry.
No problem. I can turn up my misandry.
Hell yeah.
Have
Did you turn up your mic while you're at it?
have you got so okay? Are you still fighting with Caffles, Tom? Is that still ongoing?
Uh,
I saw Kristen Ott covering it with
does
tips
anybody
over
ever
the tip
stop
stuff.
fighting with Keffels? Like once it starts, it's just kind of
Yeah.
a, it's just
Yeah,
kind of
there's
part of your
definitely an
aesthetic at that point.
I think it's super interesting. Like it's not like her and I ever, made up, but she certainly has brought me up recently, even though it was like my panel that all this
Yes.
happened on.
Yes,
So, it's pretty
she
strange.
decides to say that I organized the panel, that like I came up with this
Yeah.
as a topic and all this crap. But so she goes after me, she goes after food shops, but she left Stardust like completely. I don't think she got mentioned a single time. Not even just to say that she was on the panel.
Right.
She didn't bring her up
She used to
whatsoever.
have a huge hate winner for me,
Mhm.
She used to have a huge hate winner for me, and so that's
They don't want to give you attention, Stardust. She ain't giving you attention. You're a useless retard. You've got no clout. Nobody even wants to give you the time of day. How does it feel, Stardust? How does it feel? How does it feel? You feel like you put all this effort into drama, you've gotten all this shit for it, and none of the benefit. How does it feel, Stardust? I weep for you. I really do.
It's just so strange.
You are really quiet, Stardust. I
Yeah,
thought you turned up to
really
200%.
Well, so like the thing is, I mean, we all know this, but it's just about,
Bottom
it's
of the
about
food
like filling the
chain.
time
Sad.
slots, filling
Very
the content,
true.
and picking a target, going at it, seeing what happens. best content.
250 viewers,
It landed on
guys.
Tom
When
because-
Destiny was on Twitch back in the day, when Destiny welfare was going around during COVID, when you had the Destiny stimulus checks going out every night, a raid going out to a random Twitchpol sped on Twitch every night, Stardust was like 250 average views. She was killing it. She was killing it. She was on top of the world. She had supernovas, chaos casts, Nick Fuentes on her show. Now she's lucky if she has food shops. She can't even get. She couldn't even get on the panel with food shops. And me. She literally refused that. She refused that. That's the point her content is at. Right now on stream, someone called it Destiny's like to viewer ratio, then Min's later his likes doubled. Okay, I don't, Addy. I appreciate the conviction, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think you've got a very strong case there. Stardust is non-tent. Very true. She comes off as brain dead. Can't disagree. I can't disagree. There's some people spitting in chat right now.
It seemed like Tom would be an interesting person to do that with.
It's also
Sure, it involved things like pedo jacketing and rape jacketing or whatever the fuck, but like that was the content. That was just the kind of the choice that was made. She's already done the Stardust stuff. Like, she's gonna go back and do a repeat of the Stardust stuff? No, she's gonna do Tom because she hasn't done Tom yet.
Well, yeah, but also it's just like the ease, right? Because like with Tom, it's like easy because he has a clip where he's like saying he's thinking about rape and shit. All right, and like these things just come up like every, I don't know, 2 or 3 fucking days, right? So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of ease there, and I think it's the same thing with food shops, right? Is that it's easy dunks, and easy dunks are easy content. You don't have to fucking plan shit out. You just have to go over it and just like virtue signal everything out that you want to do. That's it.
It's just so interesting to
We can't hear
finally
you.
have other content.
Can you just boost your audio? If you have like
You're always very quiet.
boost your line volume, like that probably will help out because I think that's like your general whatever. Because I don't think you're getting gated by Discord.
Sorry, Stardust, how many years have you been a streamer and we're still struggling with the Discord audio levels? Come on now. Come on, Stardust. This is unimpressive, even for you. Even for you. I'm being disappointed right now. Okay, now, it really is baffling. How many panels have you been on? And you can't get your Discord output sorted properly? She's been told 4 times now to up her volume. Yeah, but she's like a lazy bitch. I just don't even think... Well, I'm not even sure that it's incompetence. I think she's just a lazy bitch. I think that's a fundamental issue here. So she was like, oh, well, they'll turn me up. They'll turn me up. I'm sure they'll turn me up. I don't have to think about it. I'm sure they'll turn me up. And she's just hoping that other people fix it for her. Because she's being a lazy, useless bitch. Stardust is a medical professional, not a tech guru. Yeah, very important choice of words there. Medical professional.
It might even just actually be like
Not
a part of
doctor.
marketing.
Maybe. Is
Yeah,
it any
that-
better?
Yeah, that's a bit better. Yes.
Little.
I don't know why I'm so quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, it is a lot better when you're closer to it.
Is this better?
No, it didn't change.
No.
Okay.
You also
Well,
have to-
Why is Stardust known in the first place? Well, there was a time where Destiny was on Twitch, and COVID was in effect, and everyone was in their houses, and so there were loads of Twitch viewers to go around. And anyone that had some kind of minority status and was willing to repeat Destiny's takes was able to get a small following. So Zonya got a following, Stardust got a following, Irrelevant got a following. All these people got a following by basically being Black Destiny, Indian Girl Destiny, Trans Destiny. So they all got their little followings. Then COVID ended and Destiny got banned from Twitch. And then only the ones that had any like modicum of talent or charisma remained. So Irrelevant kept his career because he had things that he could differentiate himself with and carry a stream on his own. And, you know, had some fucking sense about what content to cover. Admittedly, he made some fucking huge missteps, like, obviously, hitching himself to Darius so tightly is probably going to be a misstep in the long run, even if it is amazing content. And also, he switched his stream time at one point and totally nuked his viewership. So he's kind of retarded in some ways, but had some fucking talent. Wasn't a total retard. So he did fairly well for himself. The issue with Stardust is that she was just brown girl Destiny, and that was it. Just slowly repeating like, yeah guys, so I'm like a liberal, I don't really like all the communist stuff. Also, I feel like you need gender dysphoria to be trans. No one wants to watch that. No one wants to watch that. They were only watching it because Destiny was raiding it every fucking night. And then you had your panels on the weekends, so you got a few extra from there. Yeah, also I can totally take on gropers like Destiny does. What, yeah. Week in, week out, getting beaten senseless by groypers. Absolutely beaten fucking senseless for the entertainment of racist teenagers. I'm trying to humanize myself. I'm trying to humanize myself. In front of them. Shut up. That is not what was happening. You were a fucking lolcow for them. Most retarded cope I've ever heard. You were a punching bag, a pinata. Ethan Ralph sat there going, "How many men have seen your pussy online, Stardust?" And you sat there and took it. And you sat there and took it. Happy to be abused by Ralph, but can't hear the truth from Stardust. Can't hear the truth from Ralph. Kuihman, sorry. Fuck me. Dude, I'm spurging. I'm spurging. Stardust sent me to a rage. I'm actually mad tired. I'm gonna be real. I'm insanely tired. Insanely tired. Need some Vyvanse, true. Just like Destiny, my hero. What was it that Ralph said to her? What was the word he used? What was it? It's like the P. It starts with a P. He's like, since you were up on this. Oh man, that was a fucking terrible voice. You know, what was it? What was it, man? It wasn't prudent. It wasn't pertinent. What was the word? What was the word? I'm not gonna do a name change. No, I know it's hard to spell, but listen, it's too late at this point. And even then, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's that bad. Prurient. That was it.
I just boosted Stardust.
Do you have,
150
a separate
XP.
audio box that your mic is feeding into?
Yes.
Try turning up. Do you have like a volume controller on that? Because if you're
I have
using,
a gain, but if I turn the gain up too much, then it's
You'll
gonna
peak and shit.
all the time. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe try like 10, like 7 or 8 decibels, like half a click or something. Maybe.
Just try screaming. Just scream.
Yeah, that could work too.
Streaming,
Well, anyways,
streaming's good.
is it any better now?
No.
Yeah, it's really just, it only gets better when you're closer to your mic. That's about the only
That's so
difference right now.
strange.
Yeah.
That is so strange.
But yeah, what were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say? I was just gonna say it's weird to see people who have. It's so weird to see that you guys are easier targets than me now. That's actually a little bit of a relief. Finally, like Jesus Christ, you know. So.
You guys, who else?
So you just don't matter, Stardust. That's a nice cope for saying my career is completely fucking dead to the point where I'm not even useful as a punching bag lolcow. That's like a nice cope to have, Stardust, but this just means that you're completely irrelevant and worthless in every sense of the word. Like, this isn't a good thing. This is not a good thing.
What's she going after in there?
Yeah, it is like
Well,
free
free
drops. Free drops is like the easiest target right
Oh,
now.
and Hassan too. Because
She was wheezing up to Keffels in a chat. Yeah, she was in the chat being like, "It wasn't a rape panel. It was Keffels' rape panel. It was my panel, by the way. Like, I'm really sorry about everything." Like, yeah, she was in Keffels' chat. She was desperately trying to, get attention. She was taunting. She was trying to pull aggro, but it just totally failed because Keffels was like, "Okay, well, how about I just don't give attention to this desperate freak who's on her way out anyway? Why give an extra life to one of your ops?" Which is pretty based, honestly. I should follow the Keffels model more, probably, because at this point I am just giving this fucking retarded shit exposure. But listen, it's funny, so we'll keep going.
But like Hassan is in his baby mode, and he's been all over. So that's like
I
another.
mean, Hassan
That's enough.
is like quote tweeting or no, he's using sources from like legitimate Nazis now.
Right.
To build his point.
Witch
It's sort of funny.
King donated $10. He said that he works with special needs adults and that they're moving away from the terms high and low functioning because they don't actually explain enough. So they're.
Can we
Yeah,
just-
no,
Yeah,
low functioning was never a term. High functioning is just like most people are high functioning, right? And people on the spectrum, on the autism spectrum, tend to lack certain high functioning abilities, right? And so it's not their low functioning. We never refer to them as.
No,
Was that coming out?
From everything
Yeah,
that I
there's a
just
little
looked
bit
up, low
there, yeah.
functioning is, you were cutting out. Low functioning is like a term that's actually used. You just don't, they're not like a
That was a term. It was a term that was used when my wife was working with like low functioning children. That they would use the term. I don't know if it's like a technically like medical term. It definitely doesn't seem like a medically accurate term. You could probably say that, but they did use the term.
When they talk about like lacking in high functioning skills, or lacking in like more sophisticated social skills and such, right? Social interactions and such like that.
Can we have a scale between just plays with trains and Christian? Like, I feel like that would be a descriptive internet scale.
No, this is riveting stuff. Honestly, let's speed through this.
I'm
Actually,
gonna throw one back.
Okay, so one, I think. Okay, so no, Katie would be like 3. I think Katie would be 3 or 4.
Well, she said that she's low functioning is the point, though.
Yeah, that's what she claims.
But she hasn't been diagnosed, right?
No, she hasn't.
No. She says
She's
that
been
she was
diagnosed as a woman who's autistic.
No, she said that she said that currently women can't be diagnosed as autistic. That the definition of autism was written exclusively analyzing men. And
She didn't say women couldn't be diagnosed as autistic. That's not what she said.
No, that's what she said.
She didn't say women cannot be diagnosed as autistic. That's not what she said. No, she did not. What she said was the questionnaires were made using male samples, and so they weren't made for women. She didn't say women can't be diagnosed with autism. She was saying that the tests weren't designed for women, and so it's harder for them to get diagnosis. That's what she said.
I think that it's time to bring up the clip because I did not.
I haven't seen the clip.
I actually like.
It was on your screen.
It was
Yeah.
on
I'm saying I don't have a link to any fucking clip because it was on my screen. I can go into my own VOD and it'll tell me what the clip is. So I'll just pull it up.
Yeah, well, apparently.
thank you for the $2 Satius comments on Power World. It's kind of shit. It's kind of shit. I tried it yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. I think it's kind of dog shit. I'm gonna be real. I don't like those Ark games though. I don't like Ark and Rust and all this shit. So I don't know really what I was expecting. Something a little bit better, I think, but it was just super fucking whack. I started playing RoboQuest instead. I bought that as well. RoboQuest is really good. I recommend RoboQuest. Alright, it's a FPS roguelike. It's like a mix between Doom and Borderlands. It's freaking awesome, guys. Okay, let me tell you now. RoboQuest is freaking awesome. In fact, I was addicted. Okay, guys, I'm going to be real. I'm really tired right now because I decided to take yesterday off, and I was like, I'm just going to sit here, I'm going to play RoboQuest like all day. So I stayed up.
Super chatted $2. Comments on Paul World.
I woke up like last night at like 10 o'clock, and I was awake from like 10 in the evening and through to like 4 o'clock in the afternoon today, just playing RoboQuest the whole way through. And and I got like a few hours sleep and I started stream. And honestly, I considered just not streaming tonight because I wanted to play more RoboQuest, but I was like, no, listen, take it seriously, okay? You can't just keep taking days off to play fucking video games, alright? Take the streaming stuff somewhat seriously. You're doing well right now. Don't fall off because you want to play video games, alright? Because this is what happens every time. If I disappear from streaming for like 2 months, alright? It's because I've started playing like League of Legends or Overwatch. And it's all I'm doing. Any free time I've got, if I'm not at uni or whatever, any free time I've got, I'm doing that. And it consumes me. So after the Super Mega stuff, that massive gap in streaming, that was almost entirely League of Legends. Yeah, RoboQuest, I rate very highly.
She took the test, but she doesn't have a diagnosis. The tests tell her that she is autistic. And of course, I love afterwards. She basically gives the game away and says, "So all this backlash that she got for bad behavior in Twitchpol isn't actually her fault. It's just ableism." So, which tells you what the motive behind that whole thing is.
Is that? Do you really think that's what she was saying?
Yes,
Yeah,
I think she's trying to pass off as autistic, so she doesn't actually have to address the problematic ways in which she behaves with people.
Is it any better now, volume-wise?
A little better, yeah.
Speak again.
Check.
No, it's the same levels for me.
Oh my God.
Same exact spots.
The stream.
I don't want to stream.
Well, so it has been the case that in the past she has used ableism to try and like get away from criticism. This is what happened when she shaved her head. Is that anyone who's covering her shaving her head is ableist. This is something that she said before. Now, does that mean that like her saying that she's autistic is specifically for that? Well, I don't know, but like she is willing to use that as a way to like get away from criticism. Sure.
Yeah, I would say that statement that she made on stream is pretty self-evident.
Okay, I got the clip. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Pull it up.
But go ahead, sorry.
Statistics. So obviously that's.
Overwatch ranked, fuck, I find that community so insufferably sweaty them out, but then I don't know if I can say much better good. Yeah, well, I usually sit around sort of like, you know, high silver, low gold occasionally if I play Overwatch. So I'm kind of in the shitter ranks anyway. So it's not really that sweaty. But I'm usually like, I'm pretty much always, you know, I like being that rank because I'm pretty much always the best player on the team. But like, also I'm not good enough to be able to like push myself forward. So I'm like happy being there because it's like actually quite a fun spot to be at where you can kind of fuck people up, but you also don't have to like sweat too hard or go too crazy. Who's your main? Ramatra. Ramatra is my usual main. I was playing a lot of Malga when he came out, but Ramatra has been my main for a while. I used to main Diva, but I switched over when Ramatra came out. But yeah, Overwatch voice chat is just funny as fuck. Just fucking with people in there. Just like if you hear a trans voice, just laying into them, you know? Like it's some funny shit, honestly. Who the fuck even is that? I haven't played in so long. Ramatra's like this, he's like this cool robot guy. It's like really, he's awesome. He has like 4 arms. It's fucking epic.
That's not what I said, so I would say
Did you
that.
get a diagnosis?
Yes and no. Do you want to hear the story?
I do.
Okay. The story is that I paid a lot of money and went to a long ass I think it was like a month and a half long processing thing with like an autism expert.
Mhm.
Basically, I did all the tests. Turns out I'm low functioning as well, so that's great. And then she's like, "Look, so you know how autism was written for a bunch of like boys when they were kids, right? So
Just a heads up, chat. If you cause a relapse with this video game chatter, I will be taking action. Okay, very based, very based.
you until they update the DSM-5, I can't give you your official diagnosis. But my recommendation is going to a therapist that."
That's not true what she's saying, by the way. I know plenty of women who've been
Wait, hold on,
diagnosed
don't say
with autism.
see. This proves my
Right.
point. What?
What are you talking
How
about? She said
But
women
she
can't get diagnosed with autism.
Yeah, she said that she was
Literally said
diagnosed
it.
as.
So I honestly, at this point, I really can't tell if Zonya is like painfully retarded or just always being completely fucking dishonest. Because there is absolutely no way that you interpret the shit Katie's saying as being no woman can ever be diagnosed with autism. That's fucking retarded. That's so retarded. But look, I hate even justifying these speds with actual analysis of their opinions and takes. I hate even justifying it like that, because the thing is that the only reason I'm showing you guys this, the only content I care about here, is just the fact that it's happening at all. The fact that this content even exists. Being streamed is the biggest people in this space. These people are the top of this game right now, okay? You got Destiny and Vosh and Hassan obviously at the top that are way off in the stratosphere in terms of this type of content. But then you've got like sort of the community, the space that hangs beneath them. And these people are at the tippy top. Like, who are the dregs these days? You got like Elder Drazi, Chris Speaks, like, you know, Lactoid. You know, these are like the dregs that are like at the bottom that have just fallen through. But then these people, these are like the big dogs, okay? These are the big dogs. And they cannot make a piece of fucking content to save their lives. And they're retarded. And this got no viewers. And these are meant to be the top of their game. But they're total fucking failures. Listen, I like some of these people. Like, don't get me wrong. Beckett, I like, obviously. Reservoir, I like, obviously. You know, I like Reservoir and Beckett, okay? But fuck me if they don't get involved in some of the most absolute dog shit content I've ever seen. And I understand Reservoir's perspective. He doesn't really care. He can coast along on the core audience he's got, making extra money on top of the stuff he does in real life. And that's all he ever wants to do. Beckett is the same. I understand that as well from his perspective. He has a real job. He does that. He's happy coasting along on 30, 40 viewers, just hanging out with a group of people that he knows will show up every time he streams. Fine, whatever. Whatever, I get it. Stardust, you were trying to make this your career. Tom, you were trying to make this your career. You still are trying to make this your career, I believe. And that's the shit that makes me really disgusted. That's the shit that makes me sick to my stomach. Is boring fucking people with no interest in getting any better at the thing they're doing. No interest whatsoever. Tom has got no interest in producing a better piece of content. He has shown no improvement in the year and a half or something. I don't know. When the Balenciaga thing, about 2 years that I've known about this guy. I can't remember when the Balenciaga shit was. A year? I really don't know. I really don't know. In the time I've known about this guy, he has shown no improvement. Absolutely nothing. I could not tell you a single way in which Tom has improved at anything in the time that I've known about him. I couldn't even tell you a project that Tom has started in that time and seen through to completion. In fact, no, I started about him from the Destiny documentary. So even way before that, when he did that interview, that's when I heard about him. And he still has not finished that. No improvement. No work, it doesn't seem like. He just essentially, you know, goes, Oh, Sassafras, can you go book some people for £1? I assume. I doubt he's the one doing all the messaging. But listen, what do I know? What do I know? I'm not making relationship advice content. That time Tom rigged the poll so it was all to $100. I don't think he rigged it. Okay, listen. Let's not say he rigged it. It's obviously, listen. No one wants to sound salty about it, but obviously he did just sort of quietly do the poll and then just no mention anywhere, no mention publicly. It was just sort of like, you know, done, and sort of just happened, and was moved on from that. Look, he did not want to give it to me or Jace, did he? Obviously he didn't. I understand why. I get it. He's a rigger. Soul system's rigged. We all know the riggers. Suddenly, oh, by the way, there'll be a second poll happening. Right, listen. I believe the second poll was announced from the start, okay, but it just wasn't. No one knew when it was going to be. It just sort of happened.
She's like, I'm low functioning, so that's good. So there's that. How is she getting a diagnosis of low functioning? She can't get a diagnosis. I don't understand.
This again. Hold on.
Was written for a bunch of like boys when they were kids, right? So until they update the DSM-5, I can't give you your official diagnosis. But my recommendation is going to a therapist.
Yes, this proves my point. What are you talking about? She never said women can't be diagnosed with autism. She was saying
literally saying it right there.
No, she's not. That is
not
what she's saying.
It doesn't. By the way, something doesn't have to be in the DSM-5 in order to be diagnosable, right?
Hold on.
So
do you think if I asked Katie right now if any women have ever been diagnosed with autism, she'll say no? You think that's what she would say?
I think
this is like a horrible
but I know exactly what she's saying in that statement. Listen, I know exactly what she's saying in that statement. Maybe she'll take it back if you ask her again.
No,
I think that's a bad faith interpretation.
If you were to ask her that right now, she would just agree with you just to spite Zoe.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a bad faith interpretation. Like she was saying that.
She said it. She said it, dude.
She did not.
No one up to it. She said it. She said it right there.
I can't believe you're even like. I don't even believe.
We need to skip past this, okay? I thought I was going to watch through this bit, but I realised that these people are actually so unbearable. And any time where I am forced, any time where the content forces me to make like an actual engagement or analysis of the things they're actually saying, I feel like the retard. I feel I'm the retard for even considering seriously what these fucking idiots are saying. I don't think it's worth justifying. I truly do not think it is worth justifying at this point. I think the only reason to consume this content is just to fucking laugh. It's just to laugh at these absolute sad sacks that just sit here talking about the most inane shit night after night in a completely unentertaining fashion. It's totally fine to, you know, make meaningless dross content, but don't dress it up like you're doing something valuable. Don't talk about valuable, productive discussions and act like you're some fucking serious person. That's the first thing, which all these freaks fucking do, especially Tom. Thinks way too highly of himself. Yo, thank you for 1337.
What do you think these entertainers will do in 5 to 10 years?
Oh, what are we going through individual assessments? Beckett will probably still have his little job. He'll have some little gay corporate fucking, you know, research job or some shit like that, you know, the sort of guy Beckett is, right? Becky over here. Reservoir, probably still doing the same thing, gig work, I imagine. Stardust, stacking shelves. She might work behind the counter at a pharmacy. I could see that, or a corner shop. Off license. Tom's going to work in a warehouse or something. I'm pretty sure he's done warehouse work already. He's the sort of guy that you leave in the back and just let him, like, sort of, you know, lurch around, you know, fucking lugging boxes about. You keep him out of the way of customers. You don't let him talk to anyone. You just sort of have him in the back, you know, hunchback of Notre Dame in the dark, in the shadows, just like, ooh, ooh, you know, fucking stacking crates and shit. You don't want him interacting with people. Kid Not Kin. Kid Not Kin could go somewhere, I'll be real. I don't like Kid Not Kin. I fucking hate this guy because of... He's a fucking... I almost said it again. I don't like Kid Not Kin, but he could go somewhere. Zonya. I would say, where's Zonya going to be in 10 years? Where's Zonya going to be? The less said about that, the better. I'll be
believe you're
honest.
being serious. I can't.
I am.
Possibly. No, you're not.
How are you interpreting that as any other statement?
About
She's saying
6
that
feet
because she's a
deep,
woman, as an adult,
I'd
she
say.
can't be diagnosed.
No, not that she can't be diagnosed. That the tests were made for men, so it's less likely that women would be diagnosed. That's what she said. That's what she was.
Then why wasn't she diagnosed?
Yeah, she like this is right. She's saying in the beginning of that clip, she says, I went and did a load of tests. Turns out I'm low functioning because of that. So I got to the end of the test and they said we can't give you an official diagnosis, you should start this. How is a doctor turning to you and saying you are low functioning?
So that's
you are
fucked.
autistic?
That is fucked up. That is fucked up. Okay. Listen, I disavow my own joke there. Alright, guys.
But because of this specific thing, I can't give you a diagnosis.
What, are you meant to not mention it? She goes on stream and talks about how she's dying all the time. I'm not meant to mention the fact she's dying. Okay, I'd say it about Jim too. Okay, I'd say the same things about Jim.
Whether you think she's right or wrong is a totally different thing. We're talking about what is the interpretation of what it is that she's trying to communicate. And I'm saying there's no fucking shot. You think she's saying women cannot be diagnosed with autism? No, not a shot in hell. Anybody
Okay, then in that case, my argument would be I don't think she got a fucking autism diagnosis.
Sure, but again, that's a different thing than what it is that we're talking about. She's saying
that was my beginning point.
Oh, she also said that she didn't get an autism diagnosis. So.
Yeah, so this is the thing. So she starts off by saying I am low functioning, and then says that I couldn't get an autism diagnosis. And my issue is the fact that she's saying, oh, there's attacks on me with ableism because I'm autistic, but she can't get that official diagnosis, which is why I led with this by saying she is diagnosing herself with autism. From the way this sounds, it sounds really fucking disconnected to be a convenient thing to, like, as Zonia says, hit back against criticism of her because it's ableist because I'm autistic.
And
That's how it sounds to me from knowing the shit of Katie.
And just a minute later, she says that she self-IDs, and that Tom would probably disagree with her on that, but that's what it is. You can play that on. She self-IDs as autistic, self-diagnosis.
Yeah, she did say
So-
that. I believe in self-ID
Yeah,
anyway.
so I think it's pretty fucking clear, A, what the motive is, and B, what it is that she's saying there, right?
I should be.
It's clear to normal people, not autistic people, but the rest of us, I think it's clear.
I'm very clear because not everyone's going to watch my streams. I did a whole thing on self-ID autism. When my head admin went and got an autism diagnosis, he didn't even realize he was autistic because there was a whole thing a few months ago of talking about the importance of autism diagnosis. And I personally have watched a lot of people self-diagnose themselves with a whole host of random shit. I think.
Hey, Beckett, shut the fuck up, dude. Holy shit.
Put this up.
No.
You ready?
All right. Go for it.
You like knowing like what it is that you need to do going forward, or like knowing more about yourself.
I mean, it definitely closed some loopholes. I can tell you, I don't know. It definitely made me a lot angrier about a lot of the drama that I went through on Twitch. Because realizing how much of my behaviors were like being characterized in a way that I was like an evil person. When I'm when it's just like ableism. But you know, that's just what it is. But the point is that like because I'm very
That's the end of the
pedantic
clip.
and
Looks like you
specific
clicked out of the clip, so it didn't end there. But yeah, so
Wait, what
yeah,
are we supposed to get from that?
Tessie says this is wild. She's retroactively traumatizing herself.
yeah.
I'm
So
lost.
it's,
What was I supposed to get from that?
so she said that that she was angry that she was characterized, as she puts it, as an evil person or something when it was just ableism on their part, right? So
You don't
yeah,
he's autistic. Like, yeah.
what, I'm sorry, you cut out there.
Sorry, well, I don't think it's ableism if we don't even know that she's autistic.
No, it isn't. And she
I'm
seems
willing
to
to
like
call it
she's
there's
like
something
she's
going on.
like she's ready to sort of jump in and quickly use it as a shield from criticism. And people criticize.
Wait, that's not even true though, is it? Because you could be like ableist through ignorance, no? Like you can be racist through ignorance. It's not always necessarily malicious. Dude, this Stardust cunt is so fucking stupid, isn't she? Jesus fucking Christ.
Her for specific behaviors.
I'm
Nobody
gonna
said
on you,
nobody said that she was evil, right? Like, or,
Wait,
I don't know.
her and I
The
had
disagreement is
conversations-
actually really small. The disagreement actually seems really small. Is that like I think what Tom and I are saying, or at least what I'm saying, is that like to Katie, this is basically like a double whammy. Like one, low functioning. Two, I get to use it as an excuse later on. So like it's more of like a double whammy. It's not that she like came up with this story of being told that she's low functioning just so she can then use it to deflect all criticism. We're just saying that like that this appears to be a situation that from her interpretation happened, and also
Like, how is your whole thing like been beaten on by racist groypers like for weeks upon weeks upon weeks, and you can't even like define like bigotry, or you don't even understand like how different types of bigotry function, or like the difference between ignorance and malice, and how that something can be discriminatory through ignorance rather than through a direct effort to discriminate. Like if you just don't consider in the building of a facility, if you don't consider the fact that someone with a wheelchair might need to access it, that is still a form of bigotry, even though it is done through ignorance, right? In a way, it discriminates against the type of people. That's why we have laws that mean that certain buildings have to have wheelchair access, an acceptable amount of wheelchair access, so that people can still use them regardless of their level of ability, right? Right? But you can't even think of that. You cannot even think of that. You've been doing debate content and politics content for like 4 years or some shit, Stardust, and you mostly focused around bigotry because that's what you've been sort of pigeonholed into, because it's the only thing anyone will fucking talk to you about, because you just have a slight amount of credibility on it based on the fact that you're brown and a woman, and that's the only credibility you'll ever have is what comes from your identity. You've literally discussed this for every week for years, and you can't even think of that. This is what I mean, guys. This is why the level of competence is so low. The level of intelligence is so low. It's so painfully insufferable that this content is even still being made. Just kill Twitchpol at this point. Just give me your stream key. Stardust, give me your stream key. Stardust. I'm no longer asking.
so of based because now she doesn't have to get as much criticism in the future.
Also, her and I have had a conversation in the past where we've talked about the fact that, like, just because somebody does have a disability doesn't actually mean that they're not, or it doesn't mean that they're going to get different criticism from other people. And she seemed to agree with this in the past. And so, like, I don't know if you're going to go on the platforms and engage in the same ways as everybody else.
These 2 comments in a row. How can you be friends with Becky when you keep dogging on this girl like this? And at what point is Becky going to be held accountable for Stardust? Listen, listen. Becky just, I don't know what the deal is there, I'll be honest. I can't imagine Stardust is happy with that. But Becky is this type of guy who's like, you know, your problems with my girlfriend are between you and my girlfriend. You know, as long as you don't involve me in it, we're fine. That's the sort of guy Becky is. Okay. Which I appreciate. I do actually kind of appreciate.
And expect a different like type of criticism or a different like way of analyzing you, then you just shouldn't go on, because nobody's going to give you like a totally different they're not gonna look at your actions totally different from everybody else's just based on some sort of disability.
Yeah, like the whole point is that Katie is trying to find another way to say, oh, you can't criticize me, which is fine, but it also doesn't matter because it's not like anybody's gonna give a shit what she has to say anyways, right? We don't listen to them.
No, she's gonna be sorely disappointed to realize that people don't give a shit about that. Like, there's still a certain, you know, if you don't behave in a certain way, like if you behave in a way that rubs people the wrong way, people are still gonna criticize you and still going to like tell you to fuck off. End of story. You don't get an out just because you have autism. Like, I don't get to go and say, Tom, you don't get to call me on my behavior here because I am autistic and dyslexic. And Tom goes, oh shit, I'm sorry. You know what? Go ahead, treat anybody however it is that your disabled self wants to. Like, that's not the way it works. I still have to go and be like, fuck, I probably shouldn't have spurred out at that point. I should have done something a little bit different.
And I think like the further notes, especially with like autism, especially online, you know, I think one of the considerations has to be, it's like you can understand that like, hey, maybe this person doesn't understand the way that you're talking about stuff, and you're trying to figure out how you can communicate.
This is just disgusting stuff, I gotta say. As someone who used to make similar kinds of jokes, I hate to see other people engaging in this. Katie is the worst, but I really, really want her to be my next ex-wife. Guys, let's stop pretending Katie's hot, okay, guys? I used to make this joke too. I used to say some heinous things in Discord, okay? We won't bring them up right now, alright? No need for any of that. But I will say to you guys, do not even joke about this stuff, okay? It's time to stop. Do not even joke about this.
With them. A good example would be Zonia at one point. Killer C, right? We had like a little talk. You're like, oh yeah, he's kind of autistic. That's why he's the way he is. I reframed the way that like, I had conversations with him, and honestly, I actually have really good conversations with him now.
Yeah, it's easy to work with if you understand the limits.
Exactly, and I think that's like the thing is, Katie isn't doing this necessarily to make it easier for people to communicate with her, make it so that she can be understood. She's just doing it because and stuff, right?
Actually, I think I disagree with this. I think on some level, Katie does in fact want to have some sort of like empathy for like rooms where she gets criticized in the past or whatever. I think this is like part of the thing for her. But I think that Katie probably does feel like she's like severely misunderstood, and that that maybe like getting this like so-called half diagnosis or whatever is going to be a way for people to be able to empathize and be like, okay, well, listen, like Katie is kind of like autistic, so like let's have like a grain of salt or whatever. I think Katie absolutely wants something like that.
Yeah, but the thing is though, how many people didn't think Katie was autistic before her coming out with this fake diagnosis? Right?
It's kind of like being gay. Yeah, it's kind of like being gay, coming out to your parents and then being like, yeah, obviously.
And just like, yeah, I see the cum dripping from your lips, son. Okay, like I understand, right? You're like, it doesn't get that luscious. I see the protein injections. Sorry.
I don't even call it fake, but you know, but yeah.
I think she will absolutely enjoy a bit of get out of jail free card. That's for certain, or at least she'll try to. But yeah, I think all of us have recognized the limits of her communication and have made strides to bridge the gap when working with her historically, right? So I don't think any of us tried to sort of steamroll her in that. I think we all made various strides to try and bridge that gap. I remember.
Guys, I'm entering a rage state. I'm going to be real. This content once again is putting me in a rage state. Whoa, I'm feeling motiveless. These people do this every night. I just can't reiterate this enough. This is Tom's every night. This is the content he makes every night. And it hasn't changed in like over a year. I'm lost, dude. I'm lost. I genuinely don't know what these people want, what these people think they're going to achieve with this. It's okay though. It's okay. We're gonna power through for a little bit longer. Maybe they get some contention going. Maybe something funny happens. We'll see. Maybe they talk about something a bit more interesting. What's the debate even about? It's about whether Katie gets to use autism as an excuse and whether she is using it as an excuse. That's the debate. They're basically just bitching about one of their friends. That's what they're doing right now, which is fine. But fuck me, if you could focus on something other than like, well, what does the DSM say about autism? That'd be amazing.
Having a conversation and facilitating that bridge and trying to bridge it. Tom and Katie and I had that conversation, and then Rezi came on and dropped a bomb on the whole thing. But Tom and I were bending over backwards to try and bridge that communication gap with her, and I've seen other people do it as well. So it doesn't require an autism diagnosis. We all understood with
what did that Katie girl do that criticizing her behavior is even so important? Like nothing. Again, this is one of Zonya's like little spurgy fucking crusades. So these Twitchpol freaks do this. They're like desperate to have some big moral issue with people. So they just basically, like, you know, manufacture one. I mean, you saw, like, I've learned since that No Comment Trick actually did do some insane doxing stuff. So any exoneration I gave No Comment Trick, I fully take back. It sounds like she is a total piece of shit. However, Zonya put out a No Comment Trick video once where her criticism was basically, "You're really mean to Dylan Burns," and that was it. And it was one of the worst fucking videos I've ever watched. But Zonya does this pretty often. She'll just get on some moral crusade about some interpersonal slight that's happened, perceived interpersonal slight, and she'll sit there and be like, I can't believe you guys are letting her get away with this. I can't believe you're letting her get away with this. And it's like, dude, like, no one just really cares that much. So, like, Katie, all she does is, like, misrepresents people, is bad faith, lies about what people said after the conversation. Like, it's that sort of stuff. Those are the allegations that they're talking about. It's like, who cares? Who cares? She lies about you to her 5 viewers. Who cares? If you want to farm her for content, farm her for content. If she's lying about you, that sounds like easy content to farm. If not, stop caring. Because she's saying it to fucking nobody.
The limitations of her communication were and her social ability, and we accommodated them as best we could.
I think
Yeah, I'm just saying that it seems likely that that Katie is basically wants more of that. That Katie is saying like, oh, if you want a reason to do that, like here's that reason. Like yeah,
No, I
you
think
give me more charitability. I'm not saying that it's like a good, like it's like she's being
No,
like,
I disagree.
some like I need help type person, but
I disagree because lots of people gave her that charitability, and lots of people worked with her on that and tried to bridge that communication gap, not even knowing that she was actually or that she was not knowing that she was autistic, just working with her as is.
I think we mentioned actually during that conversation that she might be autistic, and she said, "Yeah, I think I should go get a diagnosis or something."
Yeah, we mentioned it at the time, but we were a lot of us had bridged that gap with her. So I don't know what she expects to get out of this. Like, it's not like she's gonna be able to go up to Destiny. Like, she did tell him that she was autistic, but it's not like that's gonna change Destiny's method of engagement.
I heard she had a conversation with him literally the next day.
Yeah, like the first thing that she brought up was that she was, that same story she brought to you roughly, and then engaged with him in the conversation. They went through the whole conversation, and they dropped off. Right after she dropped off, Destiny went and said to his audience, "Yeah, I don't believe any of this shit about her being autistic," and then moved on from that. But
yeah, well, I'm not saying that it's reasonable. I think you're misunderstanding. I'm not saying that it's reasonable for her to expect these things. I'm saying that it's probably on some level this is something that she thinks that she can expect, and she thinks that she's gonna be able to convince people that like they're gonna have to be more charitable, etc. But
isn't reasonable? Yeah, but to go way fucking back, I think this is like a core thing that a lot of people who laugh at Katie would say is always the case. Katie seems to expect some form of special treatment, or
hold on.
Hold on.
Because I wanted, before you go, I would say there are some areas where, yes, if I find out that somebody's autistic, like, so applying to her, like, where people say like that she's condescending in the way that she talks, this has a lot to do with like the tone of her voice and like the inflections and shit like that. If somebody's actually autistic, yes, I would take that into account in the way that they're talking.
Dude, this is causing my existential pain. People said, I'm going to tell you now, like, there was probably combined across all the streams, there's probably, like, how are we feeling? Probably about as many people as are watching it right now. Across all the streams combined, there's probably about 200 people watching it. That's fucking horrible. It's horrible that there's 200 people watching it right now, frankly. I'm disgusted by the fact that any of you are creating a demand for any content involving any of these people. But you are. It's caused me deep existential pain. Because who ever thought this would go down? Who thinks this is entertaining? Who is sitting there being like, yeah, I'm glad this conversation's happening. Yeah, I'm having fun here. I'm not. This is fucking suffering. I'm sitting here just thinking like, oh man, Tom talking about autism and what defines autism and what sort of behaviors are exhibitive of autism. I don't care what Tom thinks about this. Nobody should care what Tom thinks about this. I don't think anybody does care. I think people just use it for background noise and to project their own, as an opportunity to sit in chat and project out their own thoughts and their own, feeling of, oh, I should be listened to. I'm not convinced there's any true entertainment here. That they're not actually finding any entertainment. If you skip to when Smith joins, they debate the N-word. Okay. I do like Smith. Alright. No demand. Set MVC every morning. Hate watching. Well, listen. I told you, okay? I told you. I am a hate watcher. But there are people who aren't hate watchers, and that's the terrifying thing, okay? Not convinced they have their own opinions. This just sounds like regurgitated nonsense. It usually does. Yep. Okay. Let's carry on. Let's try and get through a bit more of this. And then if it gets too bad, if I'm on the brink, we'll skip to Smith, alright? Looks like he's about there.
because they're lots of times they're not actually meaning to communicate what it is, but they're actually communicating with the tone of voice a lot of times. And that is something that she gets a large struggle with when it comes to being condescending.
Okay, so you and I explained that to her with that whole conversation revolved around that very concept. I think you and I were both bridging that gap, sort of working in a direction as though we would with someone who's autistic.
Yeah, but again, but that doesn't. Hold on, saying that we're telling her that she sounds autistic, and what it is that we hear doesn't mean that she hears it now, and that she knows what inflections that are communicating this are, what it is that like the tone of voice and all this shit. Like it doesn't mean that all of a sudden she knows what it is that's communicating that to the rest of us.
Yeah, true.
But my argument would be it's almost fucking irrelevant because that sort of I've now got this diagnosis, and therefore people need to better understand me and work with me and bridge that gap, is actually one of the reasons that plenty of people started fucking laughing at her, because she started having conversations like this about feminism or about racial stuff, where the conversations were, actually, I'm really plugged in and representing this, therefore you need to listen to me. I'm the one having a panel on Black Voices. And that's what people got wrong with. And this is why it seems like a continuation of that to me, because it's just that again, but now ableism. And that's you can say I'm wrong, but that's how it looks to me.
I think on some level you're right. Yeah, I think I agree with those.
Just a new flavor for 2024. It's just like ice cream. Some chocolate chips to it.
2024 is the year that Katie Pussy makes the rules.
Can I say an unpopular opinion here? By the way, is my voice, is my volume any better, guys?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a little bit better, yeah.
Okay, so
I've got you cranked up to 170. I got you cranked. Oh my god. I got you cranked to 170, so it's manageable.
Okay, so I'll try to figure it out. But with Katie, I really liked her racial arc. I think she needs to do it again. Like that was like
I expect
prime
blackface next
content.
time.
To me, there is now.
Prime content, and I want her to invite me to one of her race panels. I want her to invite me, and I will show up and I will give my all for Katie. Please do.
If she
the
does
race stuff.
if she does blackface arc, I'll have so much respect for her.
Listen, her hair is long enough that she can do cornrows now. It'll be fine. She can
Here's
ease
the question though: if it's not black, what's the next race Katie should go after?
Go after? You mean ally with? Huh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
She should ally with the brown people, and then we can do a race swap, her and I. And I do race swaps all the time. So
are you trying to become white?
I'm down.
I do.
She's already done white.
As a representative of the
whiteface,
white
multiple
caucus,
times.
I will accept Stardust.
Look, I'm down. Count me in.
I've done whiteface
Why
so
didn't
many
you call
times.
it the Caucasian caucus? Why didn't you say that?
I didn't think of it.
Or the caucus.
Good caucus.
I think she needs to ally with the brown people next. That's what she needs to
Okay.
do. Please, Katie, I am begging you. Please.
Guys, how's it going? Are we skipping forward? How are we feeling? I'm fucking losing it with this content, I gotta be honest. Alright. What just happened? Shall I... 1 minute. Shall I go back? Let's take it back. You guys are cringing at something, so... I'm sensing a good Stardust content moment, alright?
Literally the next thing.
Yeah, like the first thing that she brought up was that she was, that same story she brought to you roughly, and then engaged with him in the conversation. They went through the whole conversation, and they dropped off. Right after she dropped off, Destiny went and said to his audience, "Yeah, I don't believe any of this shit about her being autistic," and then moved on from that. But
yeah, well, I'm not saying that it's reasonable. I think you're misunderstanding. I'm not saying that it's reasonable for her to expect these things. I'm saying that it probably on some level this is something that she thinks that she can expect, and she thinks that she's gonna be able to convince people that like they're gonna have to be more charitable, etc. But that's not reasonable.
Yeah, but to go way fucking back, I think this is like a cool thing that a lot of people who laugh at Katie would say is always the case. Katie seems to expect some form of special treatment, or
hold on.
Hold on.
Because I wanted before you go, I would say there are some areas where yes, if I find out that somebody's autistic, like so applying to her, like where people say like that she's condescending in the way that she talks, this has a lot to do with like the tone of her voice.
So, if you guys noticed, right, these are supposed to be like the open-minded liberals. You know, they're not like the lefties. They don't cut people off just for disagreeing with them. You know, they're willing to have the conversation. They're having productive conversations out here. Yet they all agree on everything. Everyone here, for the most part, agrees on pretty much everything. They all see the world pretty much the exact same way. They're all Destiny Skinwalkers. They're all just sort of like, mainstream liberals. Do you not have any, like, right-wing friends you can bring on right now? Do you not have any, like, super commie friends you can bring on right now? You don't have anyone that you have actual substantial disagreement with, an actual different way of viewing the world that could maybe, like, change things up a bit? Or you just literally have to, is it at the point where you're all just liberals and you just bicker over things like, oh, what is the DSM definition of autism? Is that really the point you're at? You've got no other friends. You can't reach out to any other content creators. You can't make these things a little bit more fucking interesting. You should have the same speds on every time that you already agree with on every topic because you all consume the same content. Those right-wingers. Remember when we used to have those?
And like the inflection.
Oh, wait, was this? I'm more interested how Larry's opinion differs from Kuihman's about the Nick's Green apology. I did hear Larry talk about that briefly earlier. I would be interested to talk to Larry about that at some point if he wanted to. But because obviously I screwed them. I'll say this. I sort of see what he means. He wants Nick to apologize to Don, but you're never going to get a full-throated apology to a guy that's been accused of sexual assault like that, but directly by the victim in that way. That's just the reality. Like Nick, and the thing is that Nick said like the best, and it's fine. Here's the thing, right? Is it's fine to believe Lex. It's fine for Nick to believe Lex, But the reality is that he went out on a public platform and put himself behind those allegations. And he said, I shouldn't have done that. So as far as his actions go, he said, I shouldn't have taken that action. Just because he hasn't turned around and said Don is innocent, I don't think that's necessarily a point against him. For me. But yeah. It's all going to come down to how he operates in the future. There's ultimately, you know, everyone fucks up a drama, and the idea that he even came out and said shit like, I had character flaws and shouldn't have done it in the way I did, like that is like, he was more, other than the fact it took him a few attempts to get there, in terms of what he actually said in his apology was even better than like Mutahar's on Chud's stream, right? For me. It took him a few, like everyone says, it took him like 8 attempts to get there. But in terms of the words he spoke, that was actually like as good of an apology as I think you could possibly get, given the situation. But anyway, it doesn't really matter, because if he fucks it up again, everyone should come down on him. And if he doesn't, then he'll move on and he'll keep his career and he'll be fine. So there's not really much point mulling it over, I don't think.
And shit like that. If somebody's actually autistic, yes, I would take that into account in the way that they're talking, because they're lots of times they're not actually meaning to communicate what it is, but they're actually communicating with the tone of voice a lot of times. And that is something that she gets a large struggle with when it comes to being condescending.
Okay, so you and I explained that to her, with that whole conversation revolved around that very concept. I think you and I were both bridging that gap, sort of working in a direction as though we would with someone who's autistic.
Yes, but again, that doesn't, hold on, saying that we're telling her that she sounds autistic and what it is that we hear doesn't mean that she hears it now and that she knows what inflections that are communicating this are, what it is that, like, the tone of voice and all this shit. Like, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden she knows what it is that's communicating that to the rest of us.
Yeah, true.
But my argument would be it's almost fucking irrelevant, because that sort of, I've now got this diagnosis, and therefore people need to better understand me and work with me and bridge that gap, is actually one of the reasons that a bunch of people started fucking laughing at her, because she started having conversations like this about feminism or about racial stuff, where the conversations were, actually, I'm really plugged in and representing this, therefore you need to listen to me. I'm the one having the panel on Black Voices. And that's what people got wrong. And this is why it seems like a continuation of that to me, because it's just that again, but now ableism. And that's you can say I'm wrong, but that's how it looks to me.
I think on some level you're right. Yeah, I think I agree with those.
Maybe I
just the new flavor for 2024. It's the same ice cream. Just chocolate chips to it.
2024 is the year of the Katie.
It's so embarrassing when Stardust is just sitting there for like 5 minutes trying to get into the conversation, dude.
Pussy makes the rules.
Can I say an unpopular
I can't
opinion here?
stand it.
Is my volume any better, guys?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a little bit.
Guys, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, guys? Or are you just talking over me? Do you just not care what I'm saying, guys? Bro, oh man, it makes me ill.
There we go.
Okay, so
I've got you cranked up to
Your voice isn't better, but the
170.
volume is.
I got you cranked. Oh my God. I got you cranked to 170, so it's manageable.
okay, so I'll try to figure it out.
Yo, thank you, ChudLogic. Absolutely huge with the 5 gifted, getting schnasty with it. Chud, this is the best Twitchpol has to offer. I need to remind everyone again. This is the top of Twitchpol. This is the best it has to offer now. Destiny and Vosh are gone. Destiny might be going on a Wick panel this week, apparently. But ultimately, they're gone. Okay, this is the top of Twitchpol. This is the best of the best. Cream of the crop. This is what's left. This had, like, Tom had like 95 viewers doing this when I saw him not doing it live. Because it's, despite having all the biggest names there, it is just so unfathomably fucking boring. And all these people doing it for years too. Forget about their audience size. Forget about the fact that these people are like, you know, sort of like, Zonya's like, what, an 80 to 100 view streamer when she streams. Kid, same a kid, not kin. Gets like 80 on Twitch, 40 on YouTube. Oh, more notifications going off. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, Reservoir gets what, 80 when he's doing proper content. Beckett gets like 50. Ignore the audience size though. All these people have been doing this for multiple years. Tom, 5 years in the game. 5 years in the game Tom has got. And he still fucking sucks at it. It's crazy. It's insane.
With Katie, I really liked her racial arc. I think she needs to do it again. Like that was like
I expect
prime
blackface next
content.
time.
But to be fair,
Yeah,
her is now.
prime content. And I want her to invite me to one of her race panels. I want her to invite me, and I will show up and I will give my all for Katie. Please do.
If she
the
doesn't-
race stuff.
Stardust.
If she does blackface art, I'll have so much respect for her.
Listen, her hair is long enough that she can do cornrows now. It's fine.
True.
She's
Stardust.
like,
Stardust. Here's the question though. If it's not black, what's the next race Katie should go after?
Go
Wait, did she
after?
go
You mean
after
ally with? Huh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
She
go
goes
after-
after-
However,
Like fucking Pokemon.
Dude. It's 12 o'clock, so the refreshing memberships has gone off. I've just realised why this is going on for so long. Thank you guys for the refreshing memberships, the monthlies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If their channels die, what are you doing for content? Their channels are dead. And I'm still here. But listen, there's always speds like this. I've got Turd Island as well I could take a look at. Okay, apparently I was spoken about on Toyd Island last night. And that's the other side of this. That is the other side of this exact same problem. That's the commentary side of it, alright? This is gaunt. Starving Africans fighting for scraps of food when the shops are long dead empty. Long empty already, sorry. Jesus. It's like the thing is that they were all friends with Katie, so they all had to sort of treat her as though she wasn't a complete lolcow the entire time. Badwick usually takes a kickstream down and re-uploads later. I did check with the VOD. Oh, if the VOD's not up, then I don't have it. Yeah, you're right. I didn't save it. I just got told that I was spoken about briefly on there.
You can ally with the brown people, and then we can do a race swap, her and I. And I do, I do race swaps all the time. So
Are you trying to become white?
I'm down.
I do.
She's already done white.
As a representative of the white
multiple
caucus,
times.
I will accept service.
Also, I saw on the stream, the VOD of the stream. You know when? Jesus, guys, you are so generous tonight.
If only Stardust's parents had a crystal ball before she was born, and could see what their daughter would become, they would certainly have pulled Azonia either by sterilizing themselves and not reproduce or by the way of the samurai.
Yeah. That's a very edgy message, I've got to say. That's a very, who's an edgy boy? It is funny, though. It is very funny. Yeah, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you very much from Dobby the House Goblin. Disavow, send more. Exactly. Exactly. What was I saying before I started? I was saying something about Toyd Island, wasn't I? This Badwick guy said I'm John Swan 2.0, apparently. What does this mean? And why do commentary guys, why do all these people, why is that only way? It's like Destiny fans, the only way of like analyzing people is through the lens of like their ops from like other dramas, right? It's like when people are like, oh, you're like this, you're like Mr. Girl, you're like the new Mr. Girl, or oh, wow, this is like the new Lav. This is the new Lav. According, what did Destiny call Xylee when he watched that Nick Dioria video? He said Alabama Lav or whatever. So what the fuck does Xylee have to do with Lav? Other than being like an unlikable woman. Which I mean, if you just call all unlikable women Lav, I guess. I thought you'd have something a bit more specific than that. Like, you know, all the different Annas kind of made sense. There was like common behaviour that was being pointed out. I feel like just calling every woman you don't like Lav. It's a bit autistic. It's like I hear it from these commentary guys all the time, like saying about Lyrix being like, oh, Lyrix, you'll never be the next Augie, you'll never be the next Augie. Or, wow, this Mama Max drama has turned Lyrix into Augie. Like, what are you talking about? I'm genuine. If I was hearing stuff like that being said about me, if I was Lyrix, seeing my meteoric success that Lyrix is enjoying right now, I would honestly be raging. I'd be disgusted by these freaks. I'd be like, listen, I'm not. Do not call me fucking Augie. I'm not Augie. Why would you want to be the next of something? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just find it so gay. Can't people just be themselves and their own style of content and presentation? Like, I understand taking influence from people. Everyone takes influence and wants to, you know, work bits of different content they've seen into their own content, work elements of it in. That makes total sense to me. It's imitation that is like truly truly despicable. You know, truly disgusting to look at. It's total imitation. That's what fucking sucks.
Down, count me in.
You'd
I
love to be the
don't
next
like
Damon
Call it the
Albarn?
Caucasian caucus. Why didn't you say that?
I didn't think of it.
Or the caucus.
Just
I
fuck
think she
it.
needs to ally with the brown people next. That's what she needs to do.
Wait, guys,
Please,
guys.
Katie, I am begging you. Please do the race stuff
She
again.
is. She's doing the whole Palestinian thing.
I'm not her to
I
do
think
it.
you need to.
I gotta look see what happened to Augie. I have no clue what happened to him. He just sort of retired for a bit, I think. He's just off the internet. It's like, I don't mind Augie at all. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of his content or his takes, I'll be honest. But that's because he's like, you know, one of these sort of, what is it? The edgy internet young white Christian types. Do you know what I mean? Where he's sort of like, you know, moderate, conservative, Christian values kind of guy. So I disagree with him on like so much shit. So I just find him annoying and virtue signaling. But obviously he was a very, yeah, he made decent content, 100%. 100%. He was you know, knew how to put a video together and knew how to put a stream together. It's just it's just despicable hearing people like Leroy go, "Lyrics, you'll never be the next Augie." And it's just, dude, you sound so fucking gay. Like, you see this like little boy, like compared to you, like Augie, this little twink boy is like your fucking hero, Leroy, and you're like a 50-year-old man, 50-year-old bodybuilding man, and you see this little boy as your hero. You're like, you'll never be the next Augie. You'll never live up to his legacy. Get a fucking grip. Get a fucking grip. Seriously. Kuihman's the next Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with trans people?
I want her to see it non-personal.
Tom's looking very unenthusiastic, and I'm worried that we might be raping him in some
What's
way.
the deal with these guys in dresses?
I want to make you guys happy.
Yeah.
So
I'm
bad.
willing to do this.
I
want
was,
you guys to
I
feel
was
like
getting ready to make a really
and-
spicy joke, but you know, I realize I can't
Just
make
let
this
it
type of
flow.
joke.
Let the spice
so.
flow. Stardust, go for it.
No, because when I say I'm
We are
going to do
raping
ableism
now.
on somebody or if I'm going to do a hate crime on somebody, I can't make this type of joke. It's just too far. So.
I will make all the jokes. There's no too far for me.
Oh,
That's actually not a joke. All right,
You know what? I don't care if
Stardust,
you-
let's start setting up this panel.
Sorry, what?
Let's start setting up this panel.
The race
Yeah.
panel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonya's brown now. She decided.
What are you talking about? I'm black.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Maybe I'll be brown for the panel, though.
But yeah, at the end of the Capitals thing, like I was reviewing her, reviewing me, reviewing her, reviewing me, reviewing her, and we had to hear like 5 back and forths before I could finally give some sort of take. Yes, and I maybe went through like 20-30 minutes of like a 2-3 hour video, and I was just like, I can't do this. This is fucking bullshit. And I turned it off. And then she reviewed the debate with fucking shit. Ellen DeGenerate, and I didn't watch any of that because I already know it's just gonna be her making a bunch of faces at the camera and not.
What's the deal with being a woman but having a 5 o'clock shadow?
Really, and like
I
extrapolating
do
things that we're not even talking
think
about.
it's funny that Tipster started. Tipster was reviewing that, and Tipster started really reviewing this shit. And all commentary is doing is going over Tipster's old positions on Lolicon. And
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it is one of those maybe he should shut the fuck up kind of things. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
That's so
I
funny.
heard
Yeah,
two
couple got you
people.
on the war of attrition there. While basically you were just like making extra content for her, anyways, by responding to it. And then she ends up putting out this almost like basically a hippies video on you. I don't know if you watched it, where she goes into how like you had fake accounts on Reddit trying to like boost your ego and shit.
Mhm.
And just took like all of the like half-baked drama that people tried to form in the past for
Twitch
shits and
ban.
giggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just like compiled it in one place.
Yeah, I saw the part about my Twitch ban, and it was so insane. Where I'm saying, I'm like, yes, I said this thing. All I was saying is that if girls are over 18, they can choose to do porn. And she pauses it, and she's like, this is so disgusting. Does he not know that some women in porn are human trafficked into this? What is wrong with him? I was like, what the fuck? What did I like?
She's
How
so
did you
good.
pull
She's
this
so
from what
good.
I said, dude? This is insane. Like, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that's literally what she did. I'm just saying, like, girls
Oh, I
are
know
over
that's
18
exactly
can
what
do
happened
porn.
with the
She's like, what? Some
Maybe
girls
that's
are
what I
human
need to start
trafficked.
doing to her. I'm going to start watching all of her VODs, and I'm going to start pausing.
Stardust is really upset she got left out on this one. She's
You need to help.
I'm not
You need
upset.
to help.
Trust me.
I think like
I'm actually relieved because like yeah.
I
it's
saw
nice
you in
that-
her chat while she was reviewing. You're like, come on, couples, I was there too. What the fuck?
No, I wasn't.
Dude, no wait. Okay, Tom's actually calling her out on this shit. Okay, let's go. Right. Wait, and what was the alt Reddit accounts mentioned? Let's listen to this full thing. Sorry, I zoned out because I was rolling a cigarette and I was just like, you know, this content is fucking insufferable. But if they're about to start bickering about their little dramas, then I'll fucking hear that. Why not?
And like
I
extrapolating
don't see
things
what
that we want to fuck. And I turned it off, and then she reviewed the debate with
Okay, let's listen to this.
I don't know. Maybe I'll be brown for the panel, though.
But yeah, at the end of the
I do
Capitals thing,
mention-
like I was reviewing her, reviewing me, reviewing her, reviewing me, reviewing her, and we had to hear like 5 back and forths before I could finally
it was
give some
cancer.
sort of take. Yes, and I just sat, I maybe went through like 20-30 minutes of like a 2-3 hour video, and I was just like, I can't do this. This is fucking bullshit. And I turned it off, and then she reviewed the debate with
But he's acting like he was forced to do this. Dude, this was your choice. You wanted to farm the pedo allegations or rape allegations that Keffels was throwing out against you. You wanted to farm that. That was a conscious decision you made. He's acting like he was forced into doing 4x react content. No, dude. It was just the only attention you've gotten in like 2 months since Willie Mack came on your show and you did nothing with it.
fucking shit. Ellen DeGenerate, and I didn't watch any of that because I already know it's just going to be her making a bunch of faces at the camera and not really and like extrapolating things that we're not even talking about.
I do think it's
I totally unappreciated the 2x. Honestly, whenever I watch one of these things, I switch it back from being on 2x speed. It blows my fucking mind how slow these people talk and how they say nothing. It's totally insufferable listening to Stardust or Tom try and formulate a point, or Zonya as well. Reserveir's not too bad. Kid Not Kin's a pretty decent speaker. Beckett's pretty good at speaking. But fuck me, the other three are just excruciating.
Tipster was reviewing that, and Tipster started really in reviewing this shit. And all commentary is doing is going over Tipster's old positions on Lolicon. And it's it is one of those maybe he should have shut the fuck up kind of things. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
that's so funny. Yeah, couples caught you on the war of attrition there, while basically you were just like making extra content for her anyways by responding to it, and then she ends up putting out this almost like basically a hit piece video on you. I don't know if you watched it, where she goes into how like you had fake accounts on Reddit trying to boost your ego and shit. And just took like all of the like half-baked drama that people tried to farm in the past for shits and giggles. Yeah. And then just like compiled it in one place.
Yeah, I saw.
Like I'm sorry, it's just incontrovertible. Tom, 100% one of those accounts was Tom. I will stake my life on it, frankly. And I don't care. I will literally never accept that I'm wrong no matter what evidence is presented to me. Because the evidence we've already got is just so clear, and Tom has demonstrated that he will lie, that he will try and, use people around him to misrepresent facts and exonerate himself when it doesn't truly exonerate himself. At this point, Tom has poisoned his own well too much for me. On the alt accounts, on the matter of the alt accounts. But listen, one day I'll relay it all out again, and I'll see there'll be a clear case on the record of exactly what Tom has said about these alt Reddit accounts. Because listen, you can't let someone get away with something that embarrassing, because it is fucking embarrassing.
So I saw the part about my Twitch ban, and it was so insane where I'm saying, I'm like, yes, I said this thing. All I was saying is that if girls are over 18, they can choose to do porn. And she pauses it and she's like, this is so disgusting. Does he not know that some women in porn are human trafficked into this? What is wrong with him? I was like, what the fuck? Where did I how did you pull this from what I said, dude? This is insane. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that's literally what she did. Is I'm just saying, like, girls who are over 18 can do porn. She's like, what? Some girls are human trafficked.
Maybe that's what I need to start doing to her. I'm gonna start watching all of her VODs, and I'm gonna start pausing.
Stardust is really upset she got left out on this one. She's.
I'm not upset at all. Trust me.
I know you might.
I'm actually relieved because yeah.
I saw you in her chat while she was reviewing. You're like, come on, Keffels, I was there too. What the fuck?
No, I wasn't saying that. I was trying to defend you, Tom.
I'm just kidding.
I was defending you.
I mean, the thing is that you need to have, and you need.
Crazy, Tom just pressed her on that. That's absolutely nuts. Oh no. Dude, it was fucking pathetic, though. Let's be real. Like, she's coping, so why don't just say, yeah, I want some of the smoke from Gaffles. Yeah, I want some attention. Yeah, I need to breathe some life into my dead career. If Stardust was just real about shit and stop the cope, it'd be so much easier to listen to her.
Red Pagan claims to be a survivor of an abusive marriage. That is questionable, but I doubt they survived 2024.
Yeah, alright, Doobie Dobby. Thank you very much for the donation. That's a very... who's an edgy boy? Who's an edgy boy? Who's an edgy boy? Want to stream but hate 99% of these people, says Emery. Well, listen, it turns out there is a market for just sitting here and insulting them, as I have quickly learned. I always had the suspicion, but no one had the balls to do it.
You need to be aware that you have, and know that you might think that you have, but you don't. You need to have an audience of retards. You need to have an army of retards that will literally just
Emery
listen
super
to
chatted
only
$1.99. Wanna stream but hate 99% of these PPA?
you, and you could listen to Tom saying you should never rape people, and then respond with, "Oh my God, he's going to go around and rape people. I heard he has a list. I heard he has a list of people he's gonna rape," and like, and then the audience just like runs with it. You need to have like that level of retardation.
Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna do it.
Gotta start finding
You should
retards.
you should talk to Katie. She might be able to help you get there.
She's got a couple that you could grab.
Like,
start collecting them for your little child army.
Like, look at this stunted, meandering conversation. There's 6 streamers in one call, and still they have dead air? 6 professional entertainers, these are supposed to be. And there's still dead air. That's fucking insane. The level of ineptitude that has to be present in everyone on the panel for that to be the case is astounding. Fucking astounding. Tom has been doing this content. He has been doing panels and podcasts and all this shit for 5 fucking years. And he still has, like, 20 seconds of dead air at a time on a 6-person panel. It's next level incompetence, guys. It really is. It's insane. I would feel fucking ashamed doing this on my stream with just me sitting here. I feel ashamed when I let the video play for that long without saying anything about it. But Tom is perfectly happy with 6 fucking people there to let the conversation grind to a total halt. That's nuts, dude. That's insane.
Rapey is also rape. Is important.
And look, even when they are talking, they're not saying anything like, oh, rape, mumbling about rape to themselves. It's like being in a fucking retirement home, dude. A low-income retirement home where they've all been smoking crack their entire lives. Just like muttering about gang stalking and rape to themselves. All day, every day, to the same people.
I learned through all of this. I've become a lot more woke through this process.
Yeah.
I really appreciate them.
Finally joining the woke ranks.
Let's go, dude. I'm so proud
I
of you.
honestly think I...
See, this sort of conversation, this is just sickening in streaming, I've got to say. This is just like the absolute death of content. This is where any form of entertainment goes to die, is when you start talking like this on a panel. Like, let's just hear this again.
80.
I'm gonna do it. Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna do it.
Gotta start finding
You should
retards.
you should talk to Katie. She might be able to help you get there.
Yeah, Stardust, professional streamer of multiple years, still has not fixed her fucking audio here. Despite being asked like 4 times in this panel alone. Do you by any chance write reviews? I have done.
She's got a couple that you could grab.
Like,
start collecting them for your little child army.
Rapey is also rape. Is a important thing I learned through all of this.
Okay, Rude Mudcrab has actually hit a point that I made in a VC in Discord the other night, right? These people think they sit in VCs and they think to themselves, right? And this is a common delusion, right? Is people will sit in a VC and they'll think, oh, this is really funny. Oh, imagine if we streamed it. I bet people would watch it because we're all really funny and this is really entertaining. We're talking about really fun, really entertaining stuff and interesting stuff. We have such interesting conversations here. I bet other people would love to see this. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Having conversations that you think are entertaining to be in are not the same as conversations that are entertaining to watch as a viewer. These are two astoundingly different things. There is such a insane chasm between these two things, but people don't realize that because they're just so that it's pure narcissism for most of these people. It's not about being entertaining. It's just about the self-aggrandizement. That's all it's about. It's about being validated by an audience. Which me and my friends hang out. Exactly.
It is said that JStalk wants to become the American version of ChudLogic, but DGG disagree and claim he's just a less charismatic version of Mike from PA.
Okay, I don't understand this point. Like, JStalk trying to be the next ChudLogic. He's literally doing nothing like what Chud does, right? Which it's honestly weird, because I think I've seen myself get called like an attempt at being like a Skinwalker ChudLogic less than JStalk does. I get called that less, I think, which is just bizarre. So, I mean, even my content is like, you know, me and Chud definitely have a lot of crossover, but still relatively different. Like, Chud doesn't do this fucking like lol cow fucking with, you know, low IQ retards shit anymore. He used to a little bit, but he definitely doesn't anymore. And then JStalk's content is like way more like what Tom's content used to be. It's what Tom's content would be if Tom could still get the guests. But now all Tom can get is fucking Stardust. He can't get Lav anymore. He can't get Kelly. They're always on JStalk's stream. I think it's embarrassing people try to use your ChudLogic as an insult. Like, that Reddit post was so embarrassing. The fact that he goes, oh, you'll just be hard stuck 200 viewers like ChudLogic is. Fucking hilarious. And then he removes it when he realizes he's wrong, but keeps it at hard stuck. He leaves the hard stuck bit in, but just takes out the 200 viewers part. When Chud has grown more in like the last month than almost anyone else in like Twitchpol or anything. Like, same for myself, obviously. You know, I don't like to suck my own dick. I do like to suck my own dick. I'm a total liar. I do like to suck my own dick. But obviously, you know, many doubters come from DGG. Many times I've been told, no one wants to watch this, no one cares about drama. All these sorts of retarded comments. And look where we are. Look where we are. Where we are. I actually, you know, I am an narcissist. I do go and check what people are saying about me in DGG sometimes, and I will say, public opinion is turning, okay? We're winning them over, gradually, day by day. It's an uphill battle. It is a massive uphill battle, but day by day, we come closer, alright? That is one of the commentary community staples, like Nick the Oreo and Turkey Tom genuinely like him. Well, I mean, we'll see how much Turkey Tom still likes him after today. All I'm saying, me personally, even I would not just go to lyrics. Is it true that you fucked Turkey Tom's girlfriend? Is that true? Me personally, I would not do that.
I've become a lot more woke through this process.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I really appreciate them.
Finally joining the woke ranks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, dude. I'm so
I
proud of you.
honestly think I've been becoming like a bit.
It was funny. It was funny.
Like, I mean, I already wasn't really very woke, but like, I feel like I have actually been becoming slowly less and less woke.
Regressing.
Yeah, I'm regressing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm disappointed in all of you. I've always been highly woke, and I'm on the right side of history.
Well done.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, this is just total death. This is just death. When you're sitting there, you're all like, yeah, Yeah. Oh, and when you're like making these ironic statements that mean nothing as well, where yeah, I think I'm just gonna like be more racist. Oh yeah, that sounds based. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna be racist for the clout. Yeah, I think that sounds based. Like that, where it's like you're not even saying anything. You're just making like these attempts at like weird ironic jokes, but there aren't actually jokes because there's no real punchline. The only punchline is just that it's you're saying something that you're going to do a bad thing that you're not actually going to do. That's the only punchline. Nothing's actually funny about it, but they just sort of sit there and meander and fill time by repeating back these shitty little quips to each other. Why bother? Turn off the fucking stream. If me and Chud got to this point in the conversation, like earlier today, I'll point this. This is a good example, right? If me and Chud were talking, and this happened, the call would be over instantly. Like we got to a point in the conversation. I came on for like not really much at all. Just came on to speak, made a couple jokes about the situation that just happened, gave my opinion on it, and then the conversation slowed, so the call ended, and that's it. Cool, done. Why keep a fucking panel going when you've got nothing to talk about? If you've realised there's no topic of conversation, how about you go and find something entertaining to do or turn your stream off? It really is that simple. To me, anyway. If you run out of content, if you've got nothing to do, then stop. Or prepare better and try and come up with something to do. Try and be entertaining in some way. Why sit there and just meander and talk about nothing for fucking hours? But they do it every night. It's crazy. It's insane. Are they trying to hit a dono goal? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you guys were here for it, but did you guys see that Tom actually showed his back end on stream the other day? This is like really funny. I don't know why you would do this. I'm just grabbing this quickly. We're just grabbing this. We're just grabbing it up. Grabbing it up. Ding dong, grab delivery. Okay. Why do this? Why show this to everyone? This is like an A-Log's wet dream, dude. Few cents to make sure your back end shows a bigger number than Tom. Thank you for the 25 AED, Jonas. This is like an A-Log's wet dream. Like, if Xanderhall did this, Flamenco would be absolutely creaming himself. I'm telling you, dude. He would be over the moon. Alright? So I just don't know why on earth he would do this, because it just gives so much to mock you with.
Jonas super chatted $6.81. A few cents to make sure your backend shows a bigger number than Tom.
The tough thing about doing panels I've discovered is it's impossible to interact with chat in a way that doesn't hurt the content. That's true. I mean, you've got to like it's like the only way to do it is the quick Discord mute and then just talk to the chat, like quickly spit out whatever you want to spit out and then go back to the content when it's in like a lull. That's like the only way to get the chat interaction. Or if it starts coming to a lull, stopping everyone and being like, oh, I'm going to read some questions from the chat or something like that. Those are the only ways to do it during panels. But yeah, it is I can imagine it being a difficult balance to strike. Even when you're having a one-on-one conversation with people, it's difficult sometimes to keep up with what's going on in chat. And you shouldn't usually. And what else do you say here? It's the easy way to fill time you have dead air, chat interaction. Yeah, I mean, that's what Stardust does all the time. But the thing is, this is what these people do, okay? It's one thing for me to sit here and for me to like converse back and make points or make jokes, like actual, you know, have a response to something that's being said. What these people will do is there will be entire like 10-minute sections where the only thing they're doing is reading out like a comment from chat, going true, and then moving on. Or, oh, that's cool. Move on. And it's like 10 minutes. So that'll be everything they do. Reads chat message. Yeah, exactly. One watcher's got it here. And it'll be for extended periods of their stream where that is like the only commentary, the only entertainment they're giving, the only content they're making is doing that with chat. Just like playing like tennis, verbal tennis. Just like chatter says something. Huh, yeah, true. Move on. Fucking awful to watch. Genuinely horrible to watch.
Self-certificate.
Yeah, I would say I'm regressing too. I'm swinging to the far right.
Yeah, I think I'm like, I don't know. I don't really find myself like shifting.
Yeah, I'm like a Nazi. Yeah. Wow, that's edgy and funny. Freaking epic. That's so cool. That's so freaking epic and cool. Guys, isn't Zonya so edgy? Guys, she's like one of the transes, but cool. Have you noticed that? She's like one of the good ones. Have you guys noticed that?
Much in a lot of the things I think, other than like, I don't really think I have new criticisms like with people where it's just I'm just not live your fucking lives. I've become more of a libertarian lately, but like not. Like
I've actually got bored of shitting on the far left. I'm gonna be honest. I'm bored.
And honestly, it's the same shit like over and over, and it is.
Yeah, like how many times?
It's not. No, it's not.
No. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
How many? Like, I know that people are like, oh my god, it's so much worse now. It's like more obvious because this is the spiral, and that now Hassan's talking to pirates and the fucking chick who got banned for like defending Hamas. But
it is worse now. It is worse now.
Look,
as the token far leftist fucking Marxist in the call, it is way worse now. Like the extent that you get to like lefties that are supporting like back in the day, lefties would be really really cautious about Hamas. Then as well, where people would say that like, oh, people only point to Hamas to delegitimize Palestine. This was like this is what the lefties would say. And then after October 7th, all of a sudden, a ton of lefties are like in support of Hamas, which wasn't a thing before. And do
you know what is funny? I will say this. Do you know what legitimately is quite funny? I've noticed that actually being a centrist or like not on the far left, it seems you get attacked less somehow. Like there was a brief period where somebody was turning to me and going, "Oh, you're a fucking Zionist shill," but it was super fucking brief because I was just like, I don't give a shit, and they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do anymore. Like, it would have been a time where I've been called a Nazi for like 3 fucking weeks, and it's just not happening anymore.
Yeah, I think that like a lot of...
Dude, I am like, this is giving me a fucking aneurysm. This is giving me an aneurysm. This conversation, I must have heard a conversation like this every week for the last 5 years. Honest to God. You know, I used to get called a Nazi a lot. Okay, yeah. You and everyone else, dude. Fuck me. Like, who gives a shit? Honestly, like, who is still watching this? It's blowing my mind, man. It really is blowing my mind. Well, no one's watching it, that's the thing, but these... I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like they're not even trying. But I know Tom wants a career out of this. I know Stardust wants a career out of this, so I don't understand why they refuse to try. It's like, I get it. If Beckett wants to just sit there and muse about the time he's been called a Nazi on Twitter... Cool. He's not trying to make a career out of it. I get it. I get it. You try to go online and talk shit and have fun. I get it. Same, bro. Same, honestly. Or, well, not so much anymore now. I am trying to take it more seriously because I've been given the opportunity to. But regardless, I get it. I get it. I do get it. But Tom, that's not what Tom and Stardust want. They want careers. They want to be entertainers. They want to be pundits. They want to be debaters. But they seem to have no interest in getting better at it. And show no signs of doing so. That's what baffles me. I keep repeating this. I keep hammering this. But it really is just insane. This is meant to be your career. This is meant to be your career. That's the way you present it. To make content. I don't even know if I buy that. I don't even know if I buy that. Unless you've got like some serious disability. Like, you can always get better at this sort of stuff, I think. If you really want to. I feel like actually fucking autistic. Or like super fucked and like insecure and gonna collapse over people saying mean shit about you online. Unless you're like that. Like, yeah, I think you can get better at it. Like, being entertaining is a skill you can learn and develop, I think.
Out of it though,
hey,
like people, hi Tiberius, sorry. I think people understand the game, right? Like, especially like people who are on the far left. I look at a lot of the folks online; they're just grifters, man. And the thing is, you're not gonna reach an audience that doesn't already agree with you when you're on these fringe positions and you have no way to even lead people to that point. You don't have theory, you don't have conversation, you don't have like articulate discussions or anything like that. So you have to go after people who are already a little bit fucked in the head and already along these lines. So yeah, if you're a little bit closer to the center, they're not going to attack you because they have nothing to gain for it. It's the same reason why like IDAN attacked Kid, because you have like this appearingly like similar audience size, similar like activation and whatever, and it looks like an easy win. And then you find out, oh wait, no, Kid's not a retard. Again, it's Katie syndrome, and I'm just here for Katie talk. But
IDAN and I have similar audience and size.
Well, I'm saying like his perception of it is going to think that you have similar audience and size, and this is how these people grow.
No, wait, you realize he's like a 30 viewer Andy, right?
I mean, he was doing
he saw me as someone.
Wait, but Kid Not Kin is like, sorry, am I crazy? This is gay shit. Oh my god, fucking captures and shit as well. Second. I mean, this isn't like you are the same size, no? Like a 30 viewer Andy and a 70 viewer Andy, there's not a meaningful difference there. He's slightly bigger than Kid, which is why he makes a good target for drama. Sorry, Kid's slightly bigger than him, which makes Kid a good target for drama for this guy, obviously. He's 80 in the last month. But like he's not, they are the same size, no? Okay, well let's see what they're saying.
Someone he wanted to collect from.
Is it just Twitch? Yeah, but doesn't he only get like 30 or 40 on YouTube anyway? I thought.
Tell me as someone that he wanted to.
That's
what I've always said anyway.
This doesn't change what I'm saying. That like he attacked.
He just made the first part of it retarded, but.
Okay, yeah, maybe I came off a little bit retarded at the beginning. Don't worry, I'm low functioning. All right, just give me a moment.
Okay, got it.
So,
okay.
Check.
Now I understand.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not excusing my behavior. I'm just asking for a little bit of patience.
I understand.
Okay?
You're valid.
Yeah. Thank you for validifying me. Thank you.
I'm sorry for being too critical. I'm sorry for being too critical. Go ahead.
For being the only woke person on this panel, Kid. I will get you.
You're welcome.
Immediately. Anyways, so the thing is, though, again, these people are harvesting, and that's what they're trying to do. They're not going to attack somebody that they can't harvest from. You know, I don't know. Like that's kind of just how I see it. Like if you
the second part of the thing that you said was retarded too. It's like
Then
the
why
idea
food
that
shops?
like, well, food shops is I don't think like sure.
What are you talking about? Food shops is a massive
is.
streamer Stardust. She's big numbers.
What's going on here?
Anyways,
okay. This might be important for later.
Again, these people are harvesting,
and
that's what they're trying to do. They're not going to attack somebody that they can't harvest from. You know, I don't know. Like that's kind of just how I see it. Like if you
the second part of the thing that you said was retarded too. It's like
Then
the
why
idea
food
that
shops?
like, well, food shops is.
Wait, what is the point being made here?
Like,
What are you talking about? Food shops is a
Oh, what it starts saying that why did they go after, if they're just going to go after bigger people, why did they go after food shops? Is that the point that's being made? I think. I don't know. These inane conversations are fucking insufferable to listen to and even more difficult to follow. So
massive streamer Stardust. She's big numbers.
Yeah, she's the main
coming.
character. Didn't you know that?
She is the fucking main character.
Going after food shops is like a virtue signal. It's like the easiest virtue signal to remind your audience.
Yeah,
that
it's
they're
I
about
just
to
don't
battle.
know. Yeah, it seems like a virtue signal, and yeah, it's just yeah.
No, I completely
you're right.
disagree with you.
No, you're right. The thing that's important there is that like the reason why far lefties won't be going after like centrists as much is because they need to find something bad enough to virtue signal against. It's not like they're not going to be going after people on the right who are not saying like egregious things or things that can be spun to be incredibly transphobic or whatever the fuck. They need to have some sort of virtue signal that they're working with to remind their audience that they are the good ones. If you look at like any of these like lefty streamers, and I mean you could say the same of like centrist streamers who like strawman the left by finding the most retarded people. Everyone kind of does this, but like this is why like centrist people are going to ignore like
Sure, I think
Okay. An atom and
like,
shit like that.
I disagree with your read on food shops. I think that there is something at this point objectively funny about the shit with food shops. I think that's
It
why
is.
it's
It
getting
is.
traction.
It is. It's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not entirely just virtue signaling. It is hilarious. Like, yeah.
It's like I think food shops is easy enough that it's like you get to basically say,
Sorry, where was all this? Where was all this a month ago? Where was all this 2 months ago when I was being accused of trying to get food shops killed by this cunt? By this cunt? She was saying I was trying to get food shops killed, and everyone's like, "There's something just objectively funny about it. It's great to mock. It's great content." Where was all this 2 months ago? But now they've seen someone get some success off of it, all of a sudden opinions are changing, I guess. I don't know, man. Seems a little bit curious to me personally. To me personally, I would say this seems a little bit curious. That's what I would say. Is that now all of a sudden people have much less strong takes on farming people for content and treating people poorly. Now that they've seen how potentially lucrative it could be. That's how it comes off to me. That's how it comes off to me. They flipped off the Resi convo. I thought, no. What the fuck are you talking about? No. The first Resi convo started this all off. That's what began all of this, okay? And after that happened, Stardust was still saying shit like, Kuihman's trying to get her killed. Nobody talk about Kuihman. Kuihman's doing such horrible things. He's harassing and bullying people. Stop talking. Shut it down. Shut it down. Stop talking about Kuihman. Don't give him attention. He's small potatoes. This is all the stuff Stardust was saying. All the shit she was saying. But now she sits there, face like a slapped ass, fucking stupid as fuck looking, saying nothing, no disagreement whatsoever. When all of her friends are sitting there going, actually, you know what? The stuff Kuihman was doing. Actually, you know what? The stuff Queen was doing, we want to do that too. That's funny and based, and that's fucking epic. I want to fund the autistic trans pedophile too. I want to be in on that shit. That looks funny. He's having fun over there. I want to do that. Star's got nothing to say, stupid cunt. Insane.
oh, by the way, I'm not into pedophilia, which on the internet, usually it's good to virtue signal that you're not for pedophilia because somebody will accuse you of it eventually, right? So that's what makes food shops, I think, specifically easy. Otherwise, yeah, I think it is mostly a lot of the drama is just harvesting, so.
No way you spurging out over the me personally meme. Jesus Christ, growling. You might be showing some signs of autism. That is concerning.
All right,
That is
I
deeply
got a
worrying.
question.
I'm worried.
Everybody in my Discord wants you guys to answer, okay?
Okay.
What is the definition of the N-word with a soft A? Like,
Depends on how you use it. Like,
Buddy.
if you're using it like as a general, like, you know, if you're saying, like, you can use it to say bro, friend, whatever, but you can also
We had a brief moment of funny discussion about food stops there. And then immediately moved on. Content's dead again. Okay, guys.
use it in a more negative way where you're saying like punk or whatever. This, you know, N-word, mother, you know, right? You can also use that as an expression, N-word please, right? So it's very flexible. It can mean
Or you can use it as straight up filler. Like
Yeah.
you can say that like there's an understanding of the context behind the word that like you know that's where some of the endearing elements of it come from is like the historical context as well on some level. It is like nuanced as like basically any word is, but other than that, like it's really really versatile. You can use it for like anything.
Yeah, I think it's like, I think the soft A N-word is on like the same capitulation as like a rural person.
Guys, Ethan Stapley has just tagged me into the Discord and said, at Kuihman, well, you seem to have come into a bit of money. Lend me a $5. This guy. What a fucking piss take. I see why his parents kicked him out now.
Who's like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's the exact same word. It's just saying, man, having some like conference of like respect or other like frustration in the conversation. I think.
What
it's
about
just,
when Riley Reid says it?
She's saying it because I don't want to disturb Zonia anymore today.
It was endearing. Like I'm grateful to be one of you guys.
I'm
Kind of
with
like,
it,
I
Queen
honestly no idea what
magic.
you're talking about.
I'm confused.
Oh, Riley Reid
His
is a rap dog.
girlfriend's on the panel. He doesn't know who Riley Reid is.
I know who Riley Reid is.
I know who Riley Reid is. His girlfriend's here. We get it. It's okay.
I know who Riley Reid is. I don't know what the fucking reference to her saying the N-word is.
I don't know who Riley Reid is, and I don't know what it has to do with me. Explain.
wait, Tiberius, what do you think? What do you think about the N-word?
Soft A, it is as ubiquitous as the word fuck is as a verb. It's you can't say it if you're white, because that's bad juju. But literally, if you want to use it or can use it, like you can use it as a noun, and almost the same degree that fuck is used as a verb. You can use it in almost any given sentence you want.
Sorry, Riley Reid has the pass. Has more.
Okay, this guy kind of won me over with that comment. It's bad juju to use the N-word when you're white. I appreciate that. That's a funny little comment. Listen, this guy's winning so far. This is the funniest thing that's been said on this panel thus far.
Blacker than anybody else.
What?
That meme is like 10 years old, but I'm glad you found it. Okay.
I'm not allowed that. I
10
like
years. How long do you think it is until our white asses are going to be able to use it? Like, no one's going to question it anymore. How long?
Whenever white people just say get fucked, we're gonna say it. And you have nothing. You can't stop us.
Base.
People
literally-
are sending me the
literally
reference.
Okay, this is.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that okay?
I'm just gonna, you know,
I agree.
somebody made this joke to me a long time ago. A white person.
Oh, now is a great time to remind you guys, actually, to please like, subscribe, donate, buy a membership, gift a membership, buy a super chat if you can. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Just dropping that reminder in there.
Said to me, you know, the N word is really our word. You know,
Classic
it's
shill.
not. It's
Classic
really our word.
shill.
We're the ones who came up, and I was like,
The
what?
script.
Oh, our word.
Running
I think
it
that's
down.
our
No,
word.
our word,
Yeah.
our word. Yeah. The white person told me that the N word is really technically our word, so you know we should be the ones being able to say it and reclaim it. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, because we were the ones who used it and weaponized it against black people. That's a really good point. Yeah, we should
I
take
like
it back. We should totally take it back. All right, I'm taking it back, guys.
No. Don't do it.
You're gonna make me virtue signal. Don't make me virtue signal.
Do we need to get mind waves in here? Is this a mind waves type panel now?
I hope not.
I'll be right back. I gotta run to the restroom, but Smith does want to ask you guys something.
Dude, Mindwaves actually won so bigly, by the way. Can we just point this out? Everyone was saying that he was being a homo for blocking people on Twitter. But he played it perfectly. He baited a response from a bunch of DDGers, and he just started blocking every single DDGer who came in to defend Destiny or DDG. That's fucking epic. That's based. That's based. Cut these people off. I understand why after years of dealing with these people, Mindwaves would eventually say, actually, you know what? I'm done dealing with the fucking bitching and whining every day, every single day. Based. Fuck it. Get rid of them. Blocking Zonya, that was fucking based.
All right.
Just was.
That's
Just
what
was.
you got for us, buddy.
Okay, this is what I got. Okay. All right. So this whole N-word started. Okay. Not because of me, not because I said it or anything.
Passport, you black.
Yes, I am black.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Can you
Yeah.
tell he's got an anime profile picture? Of course, it's black.
Wow, bro. Really?
Not sure, oh my god, it's not even anime. Oh god. Oh, it's from FNAF, but you know, anyways, right?
It's so thick, dude. Like,
Oh my god,
FNAF?
Smith.
Wait.
The FNAF, the
the
FNAF
overlap
anime.
is too real. Okay, the
What?
overlap is too real with FNAF, and like this
What's your
entire
question,
anime.
Smith? What's your question?
Okay.
I really picked violence today.
Smith has a question. Smith, what's your question?
Okay, perfect. Okay, so my question is about what the soft A mean. What is it referring to? Because all I'm hearing is how it can be used, but I want to know what exactly it is. For example, if I told you like, hey, you are hot like the sun, you know why that makes sense. You know what the sun is. So when someone says, hey, you're a dumb soft A, are you calling me a dumb black person? What is the N word?
Yes.
That's what I
Yeah,
want
well, in that context, yes. But like the reason why the question is hard to answer is because it's like, well, what does fuck mean? It's like,
I
oh, fuck is when you're like
disagree.
when you're having sex. It's like, okay, so when I
Okay,
say that, like,
take
oh,
it
this fucking
easy.
sucks,
No
it's like, oh, what does that mean?
slurs.
Well,
Alright.
does it suck as
Calm
much as having
down.
sex? Like, it doesn't really make sense.
So
because
what
the
I
way
would
it's
say,
used in different contexts.
I would say, I would say to Smith, if somebody's calling you a dumb N-word with a soft A, is it a friend? Because if it's a friend say calling you a dumb N-word with a soft A, then they're just calling you, you know, like, oh, you're fucking dumb, you know, like buddy, or like buddy, or like you're dumb,
Like a
dude, you
pal,
know?
like
Yeah,
white people would say,
yeah.
Okay,
Like,
so why don't-
I didn't say they were wrong. I just said don't say slurs.
you say, hey, you're a dumb bro, you're a dumb homie. Why are you saying I'm a dumb N-word?
I'm not saying
Because
it.
we would
I
call,
don't know.
because we would call that person a dumbass. Then that's the colloquial term, right?
I don't think
You would-
Well,
add
you're
the
talking
word
about whether or not it's in their vernacular, right? So if it's in their
Yeah.
vernacular and they use it for that, then that's what they use it for.
Yeah.
A lot, like most white people probably wouldn't be saying that unless they're like really into hip hop or something, and then they would probably, and then there's a good chance they might end up using that. But if they're not, they probably wouldn't. If you grew up in a black community, you might hear that a lot, right?
Yeah, and it's also like
Because
the
part of the
context is going to be like vastly different based on like the
And-
person and the way that like some people
and-
use words just
well,
for
then-
emphasis, some people use words because it just makes it
well,
funny.
it kind of-
It's like
Dude, the reason why the N-word debates were funny is because people would get upset. That's why N-word debates were good. The Destiny's little N-word arc, that was good content because people were upset. Because Cole James Cash threatened to cave his skull in against the pavement at TwitchCon. That's why that arc was good. Because Trihex cried. That's why that was good. That's why that was funny. It's not funny to just sit around debating the N-word because it's edgy, edgy topic. That's not good content. It just makes you look like queers. It just makes you look like boring hack queers who have nothing better to talk about. It's funny when it upsets people. You have an insulated little gay community where only your little gay friends are allowed to be on your shows. So you've got nothing but little liberals, little Destiny type liberals that will never disagree with you about these takes. They will never have any substantive disagreement, any passionate opinion against you on your use of the N-word. You're not going to find that. You're not going to find that. So instead, it's just a bunch of people sitting around jerking off being like, well, yeah, doesn't the N-word sometimes it be a term of endearment? You know, how can you expect people not to use it so often when it's always on the radio? It's like, nobody wants to hear you talk about this shit. Nobody gives a fuck what you think about this. It has always been about the bod spots. It's always been about the content. And you fucking suck at it. You're not interesting. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I was just gonna say, it also just kind of depends on like what your culture and your community is that you grew up in. That's the big defining thing right there.
Oh, sure, but I feel like when they say N-word, people know black person because, like, for example, if I was walking down the street and two people walk by me,
Panels are bad, we get it, lol. Yeah, but there's nothing else here. Look, this is just me laying into panels. What else do you want from this? you want my take on the N-word? Obviously, I like the N-word's freaking epic. I love the N-word. I love saying the N-word. That's it. I don't really care to intellectualize it past that. So we're not going to sit here and have a fucking debate about it like these queers, okay? So what else do you want?
Me and something I had got stolen, and they were the only two people around me. And I
Then just put out a Malcolm X video. I would sooner shoot myself and watch more than 5 minutes of Sense content.
This N-word stole from me, and they're gonna be like, well, what's the N-word? They're not going to know what I mean by that. They're going to assume.
I'll tell you what, this is some queer shit that I hate, right? This is queer shit. Right, Mr. Sen. Look at his description on YouTube. I hate this. Hi, I'm literally the new Metica / Leafy. Like, this is obviously, it's like a tongue-in-cheek statement to try and protect his ego, but he actually thinks that. He's actually trying to be like the next Metica or Leafy. You can tell it in the way he presents himself in his content. You can, like, you know, copy and sort of like, you know, there's little elements here and there where you can clearly tell that's what he wants to be. But he, like, hides his, like, mission statement with irony because he's afraid of being actually criticized for who he is, because he is clearly an embarrassing sped just based on this statement alone, okay? So that's, listen. So I'm good on watching another Jim Walker. Okay, no one wants to watch these fucking Jim Walkers. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm not interested. Thank you.
I'm talking about a black person. They're not going to assume ever it's a white person.
I live in a community that's 95% white.
Different things.
Yeah, like I live in a community that's 95% white in the wintertime and like 90 during the summer. And I've been called that word. Wait, because here it's like straight up classist insult.
Like, it's a classist insult?
Yeah, it's literally like you're a poor vagrant if that's being thrown around.
Type years. Why are 5% of the population of where you live leaving for a few seasons, like every once in a while?
Migrant work?
Oh, okay, all right, fair enough.
So yeah, like, at the end of the day, I don't disagree with you that in the context of like referring to a person, you're often going to be like, if you're using that word, you're often, I wouldn't say always, you're often going to be referring to some element of it resembling that of a black person or of a black person or whatever. But like at the same time, like you'll have people that are using the N-word for like talking about like, oh, where's the remote, and they refer to the remote as an N-word, and it's like, okay, well,
okay, so this is what I'll say. In Latino communities, the soft A is used a lot, and I don't think that they're ever referring to a black person. So if you were to say that to a cop in like East LA or something, they would not think that you're referring to a black person. They'd be thinking that you're referring to another, you know, just another person, right? So it all depends on, because it's a word that's kind of a substitute for a number of different things. It could be a substitute for an expression. It could be a substitute for some dude. It could be a substitute for this punk.
Yeah,
right?
sometimes
so
it
it all
means a black
depends.
person. Sometimes it means a guy. Sometimes it means a black guy. Sometimes it means just dude or bro, homie. Sometimes, yeah, it's literally just a filler word that says nothing.
Yeah, like N-word, please, right? You know, you're not necessarily directing that to a black person.
Is it like, I think the thing is with the soft A, it's actually one of the few words I would say it contextualizes not just.
Okay, guys, we got to skip through this. I'm sorry. This is just.
No, because he's talking about aughts. He's talking about aughts. He's saying people who aren't black shouldn't be saying this, but that's an unrealistic thing.
To avoid situations.
The ethical distinction doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's like unrealistic or not.
I think we're maybe almost done with this. Okay, listen, we might be done with this. It might be time to move on to something else. How are we feeling?
Yeah, but the ethical distinction, you have to show what the harm is. If there's no harm, then I don't give a shit about your ethical distinction. I'm going to continue to like rap along to my like Ben Staples or wherever the fuck I'm.
I'll tell you what. I'll let this run for a moment. I'm going to be back in 1 second. It will be 1 second. Okay.
Singing along to like,
well,
if you can't show then there's no problem.
No, she also said that like if you show where the harm is, you can't say that one group can say it and not the other because that's just unrealistic. And I'm saying that saying it's unrealistic is still like a completely different argument than whether or not it's right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't agree that it's unrealistic, but yeah.
So talk about, so you could talk about the harms, right? Like where you think that there's a problem, because just saying no, you shouldn't say it because I don't like it isn't a very good argument. And saying no, you shouldn't say it just because that's the way things should be, that's not a very good argument. So you should probably talk a little bit about the harm.
Yeah. So the harm is because of a situation where people have a hard time knowing if you're racial or not. People have literally gotten beaten up for them saying the N-word when they were not black. Unless you're going to say like, oh, people shouldn't fight people for doing that.
Wait,
I don't know if
is the harm that you're pointing to that black people will beat other people up for using it? Is that the harm?
That's one of the harms when other people outside of the like depending on. So, wait, you said what?
You're saying that the harm. I'm sorry. Like, correct me if I'm misunderstanding you, but are you saying that like the harm from saying the N-word is that a black person might punch you in the face? Is that what you're saying that like the harm is? Because ethically,
black people are violent.
Whoa! I think it's.
Stop.
No, actually, no. I don't respect. If that is what you're saying, I don't respect it.
Oh, okay. So, but
that's an ultimatum, not a harm.
So wait. So we know like when I say someone is like, for example, would you say a straight person is queer? You will say no, correct?
I don't know. I know.
You don't know.
I know some pretty queer straight people.
You're doing the thing of like, oh, it
Well,
doesn't make sense to say it, therefore you shouldn't say it. Well,
no,
who gives a shit?
no. I don't
What's
know.
the harm in
Because again,
saying things incorrectly?
Because again, I think it's harmful to use something you don't understand. Because again, it can cause a lot of
But you
conflict
understand
or
it.
waste situations. No, wait, hold on. Because again, I understand what it words. You guys are telling me it means homie and bro when it clearly doesn't. That's not what it means.
Sure seems like them to me.
I'm sorry,
okay,
that
you're
you just don't
incorrect.
understand how
Because
language
again,
works. You just don't
can we
understand
just
how language
trace
works.
It
back
does.
where the
It
word
is.
came
That
from?
is. It does mean that, and it means more than that.
No, that's not what it means. Literally, if you go back, okay,
You
so
are
where
not.
wait,
You are
where
not
did
the
Soft A come
dictionary
from?
of. You are not the dictionary of all
The
cultures and all
dictionary's not even using
peoples.
what
Hey,
you
Tom,
use.
Tom, can you bring up the dictionary? Can we go through the definitions? Is that right? Can we go one word at a time?
It
Oh,
has
wait, no,
multiple
let's do that
meanings.
again.
It has multiple
Oh, wait.
meanings. You're not allowed to go and say no. I
Wait, wait,
refuse to acknowledge
wait,
all the
wait,
other
wait.
meanings, and we only apply this one meaning.
Again, just because the word can mean multiple things, people know what a word means mainly. If I refer
Guys, I'm
to
sorry for
fire,
leaving
you
you.
want
Okay, I'm back. I'm just gonna eat this back real quickly though. Okay.
think of fire before any other kind of other meaning
Do
to that
you
word.
think
Wait,
that
wait, if you're talking about weed and you're saying that the weed's
do you
fire,
think
like, then I
that-
know that you're talking about dank weed, okay? That's very
Hold
different.
on.
Like,
Do
no,
you-
no, no, hold on, because like, let me bridge the gap, Sonia, because I
Give me a vicious, no-holds-barred, slur-filled, cancelable call-out to the remnants of Twitchpol outro, and let's call it a day. I don't think I can do that on demand. That's a bit much to ask. I have to be in my mood. Sort of lost my rage here, you know. I was expecting more, expect a bit more, you know, Kolkata Karen from Stardust, but we're only getting Mumbai Mandy tonight, which, you know, as much as we love Mumbai Mandy, we were really looking for Kolkata Karen. Stage fright. We found his weakness. Chat, get him. It just asked me to do the thing that I'm about to do, and you'll probably fuck me up. Anyway, I was gonna eat quickly. Okay, we're gonna just finish a bit of this. All right.
know what you mean. The point is that context matters. If I say a person is fat, then it's like a commentary on their weight. But if I said something is fat, it could be like, that's really cool. If I say that something like a bath has cooled or like is cool, then it's a temperature reference. And I'm like, hey, this thing is cool. It's like the context is built into the wider sentences. This is why if you do spelling bees, quite often they'll ask, hey, can I have this word in a sentence? Because it may even change the fucking spelling. If I say, hey, I'm going to have a fag, it means I'm going to have a cigarette. If I say, hey, I'm going to go outside and be a fag, it means I'm going to go and blow somebody in the fucking nightclub car park. Like, obviously context matters.
Well, real quick,
That
we
would
have
make you
on
a
Google,
whore
on
or a
Google,
slut.
it says the N word with a soft A says used by black people, the term to indicate solidarity or affection. Similarly used usage of words like dude, homeboy, and bro.
Hey, I have a question.
Was that wait? Hold on,
because
wait. Was
Smith
that
is
the was that Webster's dictionary or which dictionary this is?
Wait, come on.
That was the real nigga dictionary.
Was that did a black person write that dictionary or did a white person write that dictionary?
Why does it matter?
Thank you. There will be a lot of context to that.
This is why we need a Slavic dictionary. They're in between all.
You're saying that because we're saying that it's similar to these other words, that it just doesn't have any meaning. Whereas, like, we're saying, like, no, it does have meaning. It's just based on context. It's going to change.
No, it doesn't have any meaning anymore because you say it can mean whatever. That doesn't mean it has meaning anymore. If it means whatever now.
Hold on. No, based on the context. Based on the context.
What? What? Okay, so if I call you a dumb A or a smart A, what am I calling you? You just want to assume I mean bro the whole time?
No, you're just calling me dumb or you're calling me smart. The ass is just a filler word at that point.
Well,
wait,
smart ass.
hold on. I'm having a revelation. Wait. Am I black? Wait. So when I'm going to the corner store or something, and the black person working there says,
like Kid W.
"What's up, N-word?" to me, wait, is that just a recognition of the fact that I'm actually black?
Yep.
No,
you got the pass now. Go for it.
I don't know why they would call you that.
Kid, embrace your Slavic nature. We are allowed to walk among them. It is one of our few glories.
Bro, what the fuck is Christopher talking about, bro? What the fuck is... I came out of nowhere. What the fuck? These Slavs are like blacks too. Okay, dude.
because
I
we're
feel like a
criminals.
weight has been lifted off of my
Truly.
shoulders.
This is
We
like
should have-
blacks
we should have
and
looked at you
Israelites
fuckers as
just
part
the
of
other way
Russia.
around.
Question. I have
Sort of like the Africans of Europe when you think about it.
I have a question. Okay. So are furries entitled to any slurs?
Yeah,
furries aren't entitled to
Furry,
fucking
yeah,
anything.
The trash compactor.
Oh, I don't know many slur. I don't know what slurs furries say. I don't know.
Considering
I know plenty of
actually,
slurs for
I think
furries.
I
Okay,
think
I'll run you through them separately.
I think furries are, because back in the day there were those signs that said "No blacks, no dogs, no Irish," and I think that dog was a slur for furry.
Yeah.
I find that hard to
furries
believe.
in
I think they
some
mean an
sense-
actual dog.
I think
I
furries
find that
in some
easy
sense
to
are-
believe.
I think furries are in some sense under like the queer umbrella.
It's like it is almost cruel, right? I almost see it as cruel in a way. A great start. Wait, no, sorry, wrong question. Wrong comment from chat. I just highlighted there. I like how Stardust has to pause everyone to silence before she speaks. It's cruel because they all know she's got nothing to fucking say. They all know she never adds anything. They all know that's the case. None of them are under any delusion at this point. Tom knows she's retarded. Beckett knows she's retarded. Resi knows she's retarded. Kid Not Kin knows she's retarded. They all know she's retarded. They all know she's got nothing to say. So every time she tries to speak, they're not paying any fucking attention. But then they're like constantly forced into these awkward situations where Stardust is like, no guys, I really want to speak now. I really want to speak now. And I'm like, okay, fine, Stardust. Okay, fine then, so you can speak from it. And she says something as retarded as they're expecting. And they're like, well, fuck, why did we even do that? But they can't say anything about it. They can't hurt her feelings. So they just have to sort of pretend it's not happening the whole time. It's genuinely bizarre. I wonder if she realizes it's happening, or if she like gets a complex about it or not.
All right, so they can probably say the F slur.
Unfortunately,
Well, yeah,
yes.
but they had but Stardust, you have to add the word. Stardust, you have to add the word.
No, it
fur
doesn't. But
before
that's
the
where
F
your
slur,
ideology
right?
goes to die. These people just consistently have opened up the umbrella to where their movement doesn't mean anything anymore.
Can we go back to the N-word?
What do you mean by
please?
these people?
You are man.
Do we have to? I'm tired of the N word.
Well, somebody brought Smith in here. Now we got to deal with it.
Bring in mind race. We'll talk about pegging. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, Jesus Christ.
Not okay.
Let's not talk about
Disavow.
Right. I didn't want to see how this.
Bro, wait, why are they all backing off for the pegging comment? What's the problem? Are you not allowed to mention Mindwave's pegging? He posted that publicly, didn't he?
Let me follow. So when you guys think of someone calling someone the hard R, what do you think they're calling them? Is that another filler word?
Wait,
Again, I think it depends on the context.
Do you think that the hard R is being...
Styler, you don't know Styler. This whole thing, they brought on Smith. This is Smith's conversation. Smith pitched the idea of debating the definition of the N-word soft A. This is Smith's show now, okay? Tom is letting Smith run it. Smith is the guest host, essentially.
Does it filler word generally?
Yeah, it's an insult.
Wait,
there's multiple questions. Hold
Almost
on. I can't.
always
This is a bad faith argument already, but you can go
Well,
ahead to the second question.
it's a question. I don't know how I'm being bad faith here.
It's
but,
an insult.
Yeah, I asked. Wait. So is it always insult? The more the context, why can't the context make it not bad?
Well, it's not.
They
So
can.
there are times
So
where
it
it's not
can.
an insult. So if I'm like defining the word and I
It's so unbelievably boring. Yeah, I mean, that's been my point the entire time, but we're going to move on pretty soon and do the Colton stuff. I'm just chilling.
say N-word with hard R means X, Y, and Z, then it's not disparaging in that case. But if I'm calling somebody the N-word with the hard R, it's almost always going to be disparaging. But that doesn't mean
like
that
you had this in like sitcoms back in the 90s. It's like, oh, you say it in such, you just say it with so much hate when people are trying to say it with the like hard R. And this comes back to context, right? Like, and a lot of language is context based. So for instance, like a common thing in British like terminology is you'll use insults for your friends. Like I might say, oh, someone's just being like, I don't know, he's a lovable twat, or oh, you're such a fucking wanker. But if I turn to somebody and go, you're a fucking wanker, there's a difference there in my tone and delivery that is saying an awful lot. And this is why these things are contextually based, and you're trying to pin down a word, and it's direct. Like you're trying to pin, but the problem is you're trying to pin the word to mean one thing, only one thing, regardless of the outside context.
Yeah, that's how that would work. If I told you,
so we're missing something.
But nobody fucking does that.
Yeah,
Nobody does that with anything.
Wait, somebody just suggested this in chat, and I think this is a good idea. So like the N-word with the hard R has meant many things. Even before slavery, there were times where it was used by black people to describe like black workforces. It's described numerous different things. Eventually, it was slaves. Then eventually, it developed into the soft A and started describing like other black people. Then eventually was used as a term of endearment.
It was used against Irish people too.
Yeah,
it was used against Irish people
kind
too.
of.
So.
Oh my god! Very like small instance in a very few
that was
places.
insignificant. Why
would you?
Dude, I'm gonna. Oh man, these conversations are just fucking excruciating to listen to. There was like a good 120 people listen to this live, by the way. That's what I can't stress to you enough, alright? Is the fact that there were people watching this. They didn't just all leave.
They call this Spud N-words. They call this Spud N-words.
The point is that the words changed meaning over time. And Smith is mad that there was this original meaning when the soft A started, and now it doesn't really have that meaning now. But that's just not how language works. And even that word has evolved and changed over time, so it's not going to stay the same.
Yeah, like the only reason
evolve into what? Evolve into what? To do what?
No, but so here's the thing, though.
Okay,
Smith is being bad faith.
What?
I'm sorry, you're being bad faith. You're not able to keep up with this.
So we need to keep evolving to mean the same thing, Tom? That's what you're telling me right now? We just got to keep saying the same crap in different tones. That's what you're saying. That's what's evolving to just the same thing.
No, but Smith...
You're saying it's a term of endearment for
I wish it
only
was
black
bad faith.
people.
It's not. It's just dumb.
You're saying it's a term of endearment for only black people. I'm saying now it's just a general term of endearment.
Yeah, I
so
think
it lost its meaning then. That's what I'm saying. If it just can mean anything and refer to anything, you don't call that to everything.
This is just a terrible understanding of language. This is just like a research level understanding.
Wait. Can I take over for a second here? What's the definition?
Yeah, this is Destiny content in 2018, but shit. Because like I said, the part that made the Destiny content good was other people spurging out his takes and him like raping them. Right? That's why it was fun to watch. It's because he made a bunch of black people really upset about him saying the N-word. And he epically owned them with facts and logic in internet debate, in Discord debate. That was the fun. There's no fun in just hearing Stardust go, well, actually, I think that, black people made it okay to say the N-word. Nobody wants to listen to this, Stardust. Nobody gives a fuck what you think.
Definition of cunt.
Tiberius.
I'm asking seriously. To
Depends
Smith.
if you ask
Smith,
a British person or an American.
No. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. I'm asking Smith. Smith, what is the definition of cunt?
So I don't know the list that thing it referred to as women due to them like having a vagina or something. That's how I've seen people hear the people refer to that as most of the time. So because like acting like a pussy, as like a cunt, I just think that's what it was referring to.
Right, but wait, shut up, Beckett.
Sorry, she's
right?
so annoying.
I didn't ask for you. Okay.
Hit her.
Jesus Christ, dude, can't even have a single moment without this motherfucker.
Hot.
Anyways,
hot.
So okay, yes, cunt is referring to a woman's sexual organs, right? But also, what does cunt mean when somebody's calling somebody a cunt?
Just calling them that body part for some reason.
Listen, I'll be like, Beckett pulls out the pimp hand, and I'm like Epstein's prison guards. Okay, I'm like Epstein's prison guards. The cameras are off, but I'm asleep. All right. Cameras are off. I'm asleep. Smacker.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, for me, with words, it seems weird to call a word one thing, but then change it to other things when you just make another word for it instead of making.
Okay, wait. Let
the two of them talk.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, we're getting Kokal to Karen. Let's go. Bit of Kokal to Karen coming out. All right.
So okay, if somebody gets mad at me and they call me and they're like, "You're a fucking cunt," right?
Uh-huh.
That's obviously
Right.
disparaging, right?
Right.
Sure. I guess someone use it in an endearing way, still with that same tone, but sure. I guess say yeah, that does sound bad.
So okay, so then there's a difference between the word cunt being used, "You're a fucking cunt," Stardust, versus like like, oh, she's being like, "Oh my
She's
god, you're
spitting
such
there.
a
She's
cunt,"
spitting
like
there for
in
real.
a jokey kind of way, right? There's clearly a difference in the meaning of cunt in those two different contexts, right?
Yeah, I see it used differently, but again, if someone's trying to say it like in a non-negative way, again, that's what I mean. I don't know what you're saying. That's why
So
when you
no,
call,
but that's what I'm using the same thing, right?
Thank you, Satius, for the tier 1 membership.
I'm asking you, right? Can there be multiple definitions for the same word for cunt, depending on the different context that the word cunt is used in?
yes, I can see there's different words, but I just feel like people will mainly know them mainly for one reason, and like all these other reasons that a lot of people may not know.
Mainly means
Well,
nothing here. Doesn't
so
matter.
again, cunt is a word that is being used. Cunt is a word that again is like one that you can use jokingly as a friend, like, "Oh my god, you're being such a cunt," when they're like, I don't know, doing something, or it can be used disparagingly towards like somebody who really fucking hates you, right? So I would argue that in those two different contexts, yes, everybody knows the origins of the
Oh,
word
she's just
cunt,
fucking
but
horrible
as
to
the
listen
word
to, isn't
cunt is
she?
used today, cunt it has multiple meanings. So cunt can mean like you're being so annoying, or cunt can be you are literal, like you're just like disgusting, you are like literally worthless, right? There are multiple meanings for cunt, or cunt can just mean the female body part, right? So you understand what I'm saying with like cunt changing definitions depending on the context.
Well,
Or just like the word bitch originally meaning female dog, but then it was like a disparaging word for women. And then now if a gay guy...
Shut up so she can speak like the downy kid at the lunch table. It's... To me, it is cruel. It is cruel to treat people like this and not be telling them, listen, you keep making yourself look retarded. Stardust, you're embarrassing yourself right now. As a friend, you're embarrassing yourself right now. Every time you open your mouth, you're embarrassing yourself, and you need to seriously work on being entertaining and delivering intelligent points in a concise and articulate manner, because that's the purpose of being on these panels, is to try and have discussions where points are articulated in an entertaining, concise manner. Not for you to sit there and ramble, going right, 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 right. No one wants to watch that. It's cruel. It's cruel for them to sit there and let her do this night after night.
Guy says it, it's actually a term of endearment.
We can do this with almost every single word. Every single word we can do this.
Yes, but again, this is something. This is the issue I'm coming to, is that different people are giving different meaning to words. We're not universally agreeing and coming together to make this. So it's really hard to update people's vocabulary when one day this word means this, and then the next day someone else in a whole nother world, in a whole nother community, changes it, and then
But
it comes back to...
it's not one day to the next, right? Cunt as it is right now, the word right now.
Okay, guys, I don't know that I can do much more of this. We might have to move on. Or we could drag it out. I'm not sure. I'm really unsure. I don't know what I want to do yet. Move on. We're done with this, aren't we? We don't want to deal with any more of this.